Welcome to Missing Pieces. Please give us a like and subscribe so you can get notified for when we put new videos up. Also, head on over to our Twitch channel, Missing Pieces BGC. Give us a follow so you can get notified when we go live.
So, you have a copy of the script. I don't know if you've put that up for your stream to see yet or not.
I will be doing that right now.
All right, I will wait for you.
And this is dealer's choice, right?
Yes, it is. And I see that you have custom images turned on. Nice. So you get to see the little icon that I got it off of, gameicons.net, and then I took it into my art program that I use and made some adjustments to it so that it looks even better.
Nice.
All right, so this is another atheist script. We've got back-to-back potential atheist games. So, the big question right here is, do we want to see another atheist? Or do we want to put in a real... Oh, you don't have the script image updated yet for chat.
It should be updated now.
I'm still seeing Beyond Belief listed.
Okay, hang on. You might be lagging a little behind. Should be up now.
There it is. All right. Right, so for the actual evils that are on this script, basically my idea here is that I've always kind of thought there's a certain tension between the Fangu's +1 outsider and the Vigor Mortis's -1, and I kind of wanted to play into that a little bit. So there's quite a bit of outsider manipulation here. Aside from the demon, the marionette acts as a soft -1 in case they think that they are actually an outsider, and also a soft +1 if they think that they are either a huntsman or a balloonist. We also have a balloonist and a huntsman, which are a hard +1 and another soft +1. So, there's quite a bit of in play outsider manipulation here. But like I was saying, there's also an atheist. Do we want to see another atheist game, or do we want to see evil bluffing it?
I personally want to see evil bluff the atheist. That's just me.
I'll be honest, I was kind of leaning that way myself. So which demon would we like to see?
That's the real question, isn't it? I love both of them so much. I really do.
Yeah.
I think a Fangu game in this world with a possible atheist bluff could be very interesting to see.
All right, let's do it. We got a Fangu on our hands. So which minions are we thinking?
Honestly, I think
I would like to see an actual Serenovus, in part because in an atheist game, it is pretty much the only minion that a storyteller on this script could simulate loudly. I mean, you could obviously certainly simulate a poisoner, and you could simulate a marionette by just choosing somebody to give them poisoned info to. But I think in an atheist game on this script, a storyteller would be very tempted to do Serenovus madness. So I want to see a real Serenovus.
Yeah, I agree. A real Serenovus here makes a lot of sense, just because of how loud they can be. Minion wise, I mean, well, you have such good minions on here. It's
I know, right?
It's very
Madeline
interesting.
suggesting Poisoner. I definitely feel that. Poisoner is one of my favorite minions.
Poisoner is my favorite minion. Like,
All
it's not
right,
even close.
mine is Goblin, followed very closely by Poisoner. So yeah, well let's do Serenova's Poisoner then. All right.
Excellent.
So we're going to need at least 3 outsiders, possibly more if we decide to put in a balloonist or a huntsman, but we haven't added a damsel yet. What do we want to have our first 3 set as?
I think you have the Cerenovus and you have to have a mutant.
Okay.
And you have four, five out of the 6 outsiders are all outsiders that are gonna either want to be very quiet or the politician who's gonna be very, very obvious.
They sure are.
So I mean, a saint is always fun, but I tend to lean away from the whole saint in this setup, just because it can be, depending on who gets the token, they're either coming straight out as saint or you're never going to know they're the saint until they're put on the block. So
right.
I would lean away from that. Damsel's always good. I like damsel and politician in this setup.
Okay, and you know what? I'm going to pick the third for the +1 that the Fangu's adding. I want to put a snitch in play.
And give those extra bluffs to the minions, huh?
Exactly. I think that also could help evil. If one of them takes atheist, and the other one, what was the words I was just saying? Oh yeah, and the other one that wants to be able to bluff that it's an atheist game as well. They're probably not going to want to do double claiming. Although, of course, in an atheist game, you can just put 2 rolls of the same thing in play. So maybe they would double claim on purpose.
That's one of the best parts about the atheist game, putting those multiple rolls in and getting those double claims. It's very viable for an evil team to do that.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do we want for our townsfolk? At the moment, if we don't add a balloonist, we're picking 6 townsfolk. We could include a huntsman in that without adding anything extra to the outsiders because we already have a damsel. You know what? We put a Cerenovus in. Let's put a pixie in.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. I like that a lot.
Okay. How do we feel about maybe a monk?
I like monk here also. I also like slayer just because there's so many different targets for a slayer to have to think about.
Yeah, for sure. And interestingly, a slayer could confirm an outsider who then gets jumped to, or they could try to hold on to it until late game when they think a Fangu may have jumped, and then take a shot at somebody who they think is an outsider.
Yes, absolutely. And the great setup on this script is not only are the outsiders, the majority of the outsiders not willing to come out as outsiders and out their roles. A majority of the townsfolk are the same way. They're not going to come out right away. So it makes for a very difficult time for good to try and coordinate and get any information from each other.
Right. Okay, what else are we thinking?
I'm partial to a cannibal.
Cannibal. We got a cannibal. All right. How about, okay, I have a small list of like potential amnesiac ideas here. Why don't we throw in an amnesiac?
Absolutely.
And then we need 1 more townsfolk here. Let's see.
Do we put a magician in? Or is that just too cruel?
I'm not feeling a magician tonight, but what about, let's see, what do they have right now? So the amnesiac, I'm thinking we'll give them some kind of ongoing information role. a cannibal would be able to confirm anybody who's executed, be able to get a second Slayer shot, maybe provide one extra night of protection. So they have a couple of ongoing information roles and a couple of protection roles. What about maybe a farmer for our last townsfolk?
You know what? I'm good with a farmer also. Just give him all the confirmation you can, yeah.
Okay. So we've got a pixie, monk, amnesiac, slayer, farmer, cannibal. I selected snitch, damsel, politician, but I know we were talking about mutant. So do we want to do snitch, mutant, damsel instead?
Yes, I'm okay with that.
Okay, yeah. Snitch, mutant, or damsel. We've got a poisoner, Serenovus, and a fangu.
And we can always give Polly the bluff.
Haha, we sure could. Okay, yeah, Dak, go ahead and post your amnesiac thoughts. I'm certainly open to hearing what anybody here has any good ideas as well. Otherwise, I'll be pulling off my own list. Have you joined the new player link?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So I will start at the top and I will read off for you what I have. We've got Ryback as the damsel.
Okay.
Resnora as the slayer.
Ooh, spicy.
Malishon as the poisoner, continuing the Resnora Malishon never on the same team streak.
Never on the same team.
We have DJ as our Fangu.
Okay.
Art is our snitch.
All right.
Kev is the pixie. Bruce is the monk.
Nice.
Seller is our mutant.
All right.
Jackie, our Serenovus.
Ooh, she's gonna like that.
Nice. Tori, our cannibal.
Demeta.
Demeta is our amnesiac.
Ooh.
He's gonna think that because he's streaming, we gave this to him on purpose, but 100%. This is just the first random setup I sent out. So, good for that chat. Jose is our farmer.
Nice. All right.
Okay, so they obviously know that Atheist is going to be a free bluff for anybody to take, as is Magician. We could give, let's see. Balloonist is kind of a bit of a go-to for a Fangu, but at the same time, it's not as needed on this script, I don't think, because, again, a lot of these outsiders are hidden.
Yeah, a lot of them are. So,
so maybe we can do a fortune teller bluff.
Sure.
I like fisherman. I don't want to just give them a huntsman bluff. I want to leave that up in the air. And then maybe one of the outsiders. Do you want to give saint or politician as a bluff?
Oh, I think you give Polly in this situation.
Okay, we will go with a politician bluff then. And so those are our demon bluffs. Now we can do our snitch bluffs.
Oh, so good.
Okay, so what are we thinking for the snitch bluffs? I'm thinking maybe librarian, fisherman, and saint.
Yes, I think that's a really good set of bluffs for the minions.
Okay, great. And let's see, what else do we have to do for setup here? We have to decide, who do we want Kev to be pixie mad as? I'm going to tell you right now, I am not going to do a pixie amnesiac because I don't really... I mean, I could give Kev just the same amnesiac ability that Demeta has if Demeta dies early, but I kind of don't want to do with a double amnesiac tonight.
No, I don't blame you on that. That's just a whole bunch of information, and it's...
I think Monk or Slayer would be great options.
Slayer could be interesting because if Kev takes a Slayer shot and misses, because, well, they're not the Slayer. And then Rez dies, and he gets a second Slayer shot. People are going to go, what the
Right.
hell?
Right. We do have some thoughts in chat about maybe a pixie cannibal. What do we think about that?
A pixie cannibal can be fun. With it being Tori, there's a good chance that Tori will die early, so I would be okay with pixie cannibal. I still like the idea of giving that second Slayer shot to Kev, though. I think that'd be interesting. I think everyone would be like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah. I mean, it's very rare for you to have somebody be like, "Yeah, I'd like to take my Slayer shot," and then, halfway through the game be like, "Yeah, like to take my Slayer shot."
Yeah, I think that's a fun interaction, and it'll confuse the hell out of people.
Okay, yeah. All right, we'll go with Slayer then. We'll save the Pixie Cannibal for another night. But Pixie Cannibal is definitely a good and very strong choice. Okay, so amnesiac abilities. Dak has one. Each night, choose a player. Learn how many steps from a minion you are. Odd nights clockwise, even nights counterclockwise. I do think that's a decent idea. Each night, choose 1, 2, or 3. You deactivate madness detection for Pixie, Mutant, and Sarah for the day. So basically, like, if a Pixie wasn't mad that day, it doesn't really matter, or a Mutant or a Sarah Novus couldn't be executed. Is that what what that means, Madeline? That's a pretty neat idea, because we do obviously have quite a bit of madness abilities in play. One thing that we could do that is very simple, but I think could be very powerful, especially if they're able to figure out that it's a Fangu, is each night choose a player, learn how many steps away they are from an outsider.
I like that.
Yeah. So this would be they're going to have trouble figuring it out, right? We've got 2 hidden outsiders and one who, because of a special jinx with Snitch and Marionette, may not actually want to come out. Plus, again, it's a Fangu game. They may not want to come out. So I think it's going to be a little hard for them to be able to maybe hard confirm that that's what their ability is. But it's also a simple enough ability that I think it's achievable. And it's pertinent to this game having extra outsiders in it.
I absolutely agree. I think that whole the setup with the way we put in the outsiders, I agree wholeheartedly. It's going to be hard for them to get a confirmation on it. So yeah, I like that amnesiac ability.
Okay, so that does mean that if they choose an outsider, they are going to get a 0.
Okay.
And now the question is, do we want to make that something that acts on night 1, or do we want to make it a not on the first night?
I think you make him sweat it out and wait until the second night to give it to him.
Okay. Yep, I think that is totally fair. And let's see, I'm just looking over. I don't think we missed anything for our setup, right? We are all set to go.
Yeah, we're good. Except
I need to make sure that you and I have the current game roll, because I reset it so that our new players would have it and players who were no longer in the game wouldn't get it.
Yeah, and Rez needs to take her seat.
All right, let us hop back up and send them all to bed.
Here we
Hello,
are.
everybody.
Oh boy.
It is time to go to sleep.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Rez,
See you in
take
the
your
morning.
seat.
I hope I'll survive.
How did you end up in here?
I don't know. Move me again.
Okay, so you have current. I took your live storyteller roll away, so I don't know why it put you in here.
I may have clicked on it.
Yeah, I think you might have clicked on it. I think that's accurate.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Is everybody in their seat? Looks like it. I will be sending out the rolls. If I can ever remember where it is. The one button on this tool that I always forget where it is the send characters button.
Yeah, I hit like every single icon, also trying to find it sometimes.
Okay, so let's visit our minions first for their minion info, and we will also, while we're there, let them know that there's a damsel in play, and we might as well just give them their snitch bluffs too.
Yep, let's go.
All right, let's go talk to Jackie. Hey, Jackie.
Hello.
How are you?
Apparently evil. I wasn't looking at the screen yet.
All right, so we have a few things to tell you while you're here. First, your fellow minion is Malashan, and your demon is DJ.
Okay.
Okay. The second thing is that you know that there is a damsel in play.
Oh, I gotta control myself.
All right, and finally, we're here to give you some bluffs.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, you get librarian, fisherman, and saint.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. We will come back later in the night for your Serenovus choices.
All right.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good. How are you?
Good.
Good. Okay. So we are here to tell you a few things. First of all, your fellow minion is Jackie, and your demon is DJ.
Okay.
Okay. Next is that you know that a damsel is in play.
Okay.
And one last thing, you get some bluffs. Hooray! You learn that there is a librarian, a fisherman, or saint that are not in the game.
Navean, fisherman, site. Okay. Thank you very much.
You are very welcome. Hi, DJ.
Hi there.
All right, you ready for this?
No.
Oh, you got this. I believe in you. Well, I'm here to tell you that your minions are Jackie and Malashan.
Okay, that's good.
Yep, and your bluffs are fortune teller, fisherman, and politician.
Fortune teller. Politician was the final one?
Yep, fortune teller, fisherman, politician.
Perfect.
All right, good luck and have fun.
Alright then. This is gonna go well.
Okay, Malashan, who would you like to poison?
Let's go with Maida.
Poisoned tomato, you got it.
Thank you.
You are welcome. And let's see, where do we go next? There we go. Hello, Jackie.
Hello.
Please choose a player and a character.
Ooh. I would like to choose Ryback as the goblin.
Oh, starting it off spicy. Okay, I like it.
Wow.
Yep.
All right, well, Skills, let's go let Ryback know the good news. Hi, Ryback.
Hello.
Why do you think we're here on night one?
I have absolutely no idea, and I'm just wondering what you've got up your sleeve.
Well, you're gonna find out.
Oh no.
We would like to let you know that you have been chosen by the Serenovus, who would like you to be mad today as the Goblin.
All right. Just so I understand your rolling, do I have to hard claim Goblin? Obviously, when I'm executed or on the block, that's the case. But I could basically play as the Goblin might play it.
So I would say that you need to claim goblin in a way that a goblin would make sense for a goblin. So if I think that you're like, oh yeah, I'm definitely the goblin, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, then I would simply execute for that. But yes, if you were to ever be nominated, you would need to claim goblin on the block, or I would simply execute you.
Terrific. Terrific. And they didn't know what I am. Terrific.
All right, well, have fun.
Yep.
Hello, Kev.
Hello there.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Excellent. Well, we would like to inform you that you know that there is a Slayer in play.
Oh, that's fun. Okay.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Great. Thank you very much.
You are very welcome. All right, so that is, if I'm not mistaken, everything that we need to do for night one. Oh boy, a poisoned amnesiac. That's
A poisoned amnesiac and a damsel that's mad about being a goblin, so they can't even get themselves killed.
I know, right? Like this has been a great start to this night.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. So, pretty much, whatever Demeta asked today, I'm obviously going to give him something completely wrong based on what he asks. So, like, he didn't wake up, so he might try asking if his ability is passive, for example. That would be maybe a thought that I would have if I didn't wake up on night one. And if he asks that, I'm just going to tell him hot.
Perfect.
And then, well, maybe I shouldn't actually. Because here's the thing, there's probably going to be a night where he's not poisoned, right? Which means that there's going to be a night where we wake him up and make him choose a player. Even if he's poisoned, I think I'd still do that, but I would just give him completely wrong info. So he would get wrong numbers. So I guess maybe if he asks if his ability is passive, maybe I'll give him like a warm instead. It's definitely in the wrong direction because it's not a passive ability. But also he won't just be like, so I was poisoned last night immediately.
Right. I think a warm will work. Again, he has to. That's only if he goes passive. Who knows what he's going to actually ask?
Right. Yeah. Well, basically, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we've killed enough
Lynn is
time
absolutely
chatting.
correct in chat. General would get evil. He's winning right off rip.
I do think, yeah.
All right. Let's send him back.
Okay. Time to wake everybody up. Morning, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
You wake up and you walk out of your homes and you see a horrible sight. Before you, in the center of a town square, there is a goose wearing a small crown, wielding a knife in its beak.
Oh no.
This is clearly the work of a demon, because only the Infernal could have brought something so foul to your doorsteps to rip you to shreds. Good luck.
Is this day one of a vigor game?
Goodness.
Well, I do.
You're gonna have to figure that one out all on your own.
I opened the script too like an idiot.
Melishon, wanna talk?
Sure, lead the way.
What? Oh, Resnora! What?
Oh.
Wow.
My goodness.
Malishon's evil. Nominate Malishon.
Malishon's going to the guest room.
Oh my god, that's the evil team.
That's it.
Bruce?
You got it.
Since it's Resnora, let's talk.
Who'd like to chat?
I'll chat with you,
I'll
Demeta.
chat with you.
Lead the way.
Okay. You could go after him. Sorry. Mystic.
Yep.
Oh, it takes sloppy seconds.
Mhm.
Embarrassing.
Thanks.
Yeah, no
What would
problem.
you like to do?
A role swap if we could, maybe.
Cool, I'm the Slayer.
You're the Oh, interesting. Are you really?
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh, anyway.
I am 100% going to claim Slayer and shoot Malishon today.
Oh,
After
shit,
that,
okay.
after
I'm-
that,
I think it's probably well. Do you think
think it's more like
Malishon
an
as the
DJ?
demon? Yeah,
Yeah.
if they're both evil. If Malishon is the
Here's the
demon,
thing,
they would have just talked to you with a bluff, right?
Well, Malishon would have, yeah, but not if a minion was asking to speak to him right away.
Fair. Okay.
Or
If
anyone
you
else
want
for that
Metaing
matter.
Malishon already.
You're the only person that I'm gonna say this to. I'm the monk.
Cool.
I can keep you alive if you want to hold on to your Slayer shot.
We could do that, I guess. I kind of just want to use it day one, though.
Okay, use it day one. Use it day one.
Because that would be a baller move, right?
That would be a baller move. If you could just
and it would
murder
be
your husband on day one.
It will be
Day one
such good-
re-rack.
It will be such good content, too.
Think of the content.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Yes,
of
okay.
the content.
Murk
So,
Malishon. And if you want to, you can like.
Kev.
Hey Kev,
I am
how
on
you doing,
push to
Kev?
talk so they
What are
can't
you
hear
doing?
Hey
anything.
Kev, hey Kev,
Oh, sorry.
Kev, yeah, leave too. I thought this was
Skills,
limited.
come on! Why did you not see that?
Why, Skills? Why are we doing your job for you?
It's not my job. I'm just a Griminion.
Skills just
I'm
went
just
to
the
the bathroom.
Griminion here, guys.
Okay. All right, Resnora. If you run across anybody who would be good for me to protect,
I will send them your way.
you could
And
send
I
them my
will
way,
tell
or
them
you could
why.
just nominate. You could just like nominate
Ooh.
them. Just say like Resnora nominates Dameda.
You didn't wake up.
I didn't. So,
Oh, are you? No, we won't go there if that's the case.
well, yeah, I didn't wake up if I'm an amnesiac.
Okay.
So that could imply it has something to do with something in the day, which is interesting. So I would like to see. Yeah.
All right. Well, you have my claims, and I have yours.
What were yours again? Librarian.
Slayer, balloonist.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Has town instantly is probably going to kill him.
Oh.
Him and Resnora always talk together day one.
Oh. Uh-oh.
So yeah, heads up about that.
Fuck.
So you may want to jump quicker than normal, depending on.
We'll find out.
Yeah. Either way, we're gonna have fun.
This will be an interesting game. All right, let's go.
All
Got
right.
place to be. You got lies to sell.
Oh, so here's the thing. Drunk was one of the bluffs.
Sick. Okay, then I'm a cannibal drunk.
You're a drunk cannibal.
Drunk cannibal.
Yeah.
Parentheses marionette. Okay. Great. That's easy.
Your fellow minion, by the way, is Seller.
Yes, thank you. Question on that: if you had a drunk cannibal skills, would you like go to them and pretend they could do something?
Me personally, it's not my ruling. It would be Navean's ruling on this. But if it was a drunk cannibal were in play, in theory, they could be shown just about anything.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just BS it. Easy. Thank you so much.
Hey, Tori.
Yeah?
So, funny thing.
Are you lying to me?
Yeah, I'm not the Fangu.
Why? I was so honest with you. So,
I know.
Who's evil?
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm
no, that's
evil.
not what I meant. What are you? That's what I meant.
I am going to be the only one telling you this, so don't be fucking evil, okay?
I'm not evil. Unless I'm the marionette to Jackie.
Which could be possible.
It's possible, but...
I am the amnesiac.
Ooh, fun.
And because I love you and because you are the light of my life, I am going to be honest with you and tell you that I did not get woken up last night.
Okay, so maybe it's a... Well, it's clearly not an...
Slayer. That's a double claim.
Okay. I mean, it's possible. Double claims happen. But The reason I want a hard claim is it's a big game. I figure my chance of getting the right person, shooting the right person, is going to be pretty low. So if I can talk to a couple people, you're going to be the third person that I've hard claimed to. So if I die tonight, I know that it was either random or one of you three is evil. And if not, then I have some good players on side that can help me figure out who to be shooting at.
What did you feel about the fact that there's another Slayer out there?
I mean, there are reasons for that to happen.
Yeah.
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 I mean, they could be the Pixie.
It could be the Pixie.
There's
Ceranovus. There's a Ceranovus.
There's Ceranovus. Yeah, there's
a mutant.
I'm just now like looking at everything too. So
like that. There's a lot of reasons. Would you look at that? Okay. Well, I'll hard claim to you then as well.
Thanks.
I'm the Amnesiac.
Ooh, that's fun. Did you get anything last night?
I didn't wake up at all.
Nothing but amnesiacs.
But I did. I
and slayers in this town apparently.
Chest. I did ask a question. It was about nominations, and my answer was cold. So.
All right. Well, maybe we can help each other solve our respective puzzles.
See what we can do.
All right, man.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Well,
you should,
How would
you should get his claim.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
You should get his claim.
He
How do you
claimed
know
it.
I'm not? How do you know I'm not just double bluffing? He's not actually a good player trying to get you to vote with him, and I'm actually the goblin, and I'm trolling you. How do you know? You don't know.
I literally don't know anything other than that.
Okay,
I
what's
think
your
both
role?
of them-
What's your fake role?
I'm not telling either one of you that.
I'm your
No way.
teammate. I'm supposed to be your teammate.
Oh my
So-
gosh! Oh my gosh! I feel like this is payback from last game, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Fine. You're my minion. What's your role?
Wait, you're the Fangu now?
Yeah, no. I'm the rigor mortis.
Okay, so we have Fangu and Rigor Mortis in this game. I love it. If
God
that's the case,
damn it.
kill me tonight. You leave me with my ability of the marionette.
Just tell me what your role is so I can share mine.
Well, you already told me
Oh.
you're the goblin, so.
Yeah, I'm the goblin, but like, I want to tell you my fake claim.
Okay, fine.
Which
I'm
is
the
amnesia.
Slayer. I was trying to fake and and say that somebody else is Slayer, but I'm the Slayer.
Okay,
so should I
you're,
shoot
the,
him
you're the
down?
marionette slayer. You should shoot your demon because he's probably not the demon, and it would confirm him.
So should I shoot the Meta?
Yeah, just shoot. Well, no, I don't know. I don't know what you should do, honestly, because you're confusing. I'm not actually the goblin. I've been trolling you this entire chat.
Okay.
I'm actually the amnesiac. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I don't know
okay,
what I'm
this is
doing.
fine. This is fine. No, this means that the Meta was fucking with me. That's all. That's all that means.
I
like it.
was
It's
I
fine.
was just thinking. I was like trying to go along with it, but then I kind of.
Darn it.
So, no new whispers. I will have the storyteller consults with the order that they were asked. So DJ will head down to Dudley Town, and then Demeta can come next.
Okay.
Tomato, just so I don't leave you hanging, you gave me info, I didn't give you any. I will tell you, I am one of those.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Cool.
I mean, look, Navean isn't here. You guys can go off and have a chat. What are they gonna do about it?
No, we're not naughty here.
I will yoink you guys back so
rules.
fast.
It's
Oh,
what,
it's
11
a scare.
o'clock? It's 11 o'clock. Yeah, we can be naughty. We can be.
It's almost midnight.
Demeta, I didn't know that you had a time period where you could be naughty.
Well, so
It's all
let
the
me-
time.
I was gonna say for me it's always, but I'm just gonna leave you hanging on that one.
You have
Always but got it.
It always but.
Yeah, it's always
it's
but.
always the but.
Always the butt.
Skills, are you still streaming?
Always the butts made.
Yes,
never
I
the
am.
butt.
Hello.
Say
Hi,
hi to
stream.
chat, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Chad.
Bye.
Hi, Chad.
For those that are interested, you can come on over to Missing Pieces and check out the Grim.
Before
Can
you
we do that?
Not you, not you. Oh, for fuck's sake. I should have just kept my mouth shut.
Skills told us. You guys heard it. Skills told us, right?
All right, give me a
I
minute.
mean,
Let's get
Uncle, I
permission.
thought he said we could. So.
Skills is encouraged cheating. Everybody run away.
Well, I'm the spy.
bit of a blind
It's a
date.
spy. It doesn't
Only
matter.
with
So I can do this. It's a spy.
This
Right,
game just
never
got way easier.
There, now you guys can't do it.
Why not?
Because I reversed all the tokens.
Oh,
Flip.
You
darn.
monster.
I wasn't actually gonna do it.
All right.
Liar.
Look, I don't want to narc anyone out, but Skills told us to cheat while y'all were gone.
Yeah, yes.
We're collectively the atheist.
I don't want to knock, but let me just knock.
Can I make a public claim?
Sure. What's stopping you?
Actually, I will make 2 public claims. The first one is I will claim Slayer, and I will choose Seller.
All right. What is your weapon of choice?
A blizzard, but particularly a DQ blizzard.
So you go to Dairy Queen, you get a basic blizzard, you go home, you lace it with arsenic, and you hand it out, but nothing happens.
All right, and then my second claim is I would like to publicly claim Amnesiac, and I would like to say the word banana.
I acknowledge this claim, and the word banana has been said.
Thank you.
Banana is always a safe word.
Tomato.
Jose, what's your weapon of choice?
The boom dandy.
Oh,
That is a very unique choice. Excellent. So Jose goes to the next town over because there's definitely going to be no boom dandies in this town. And he goes and he hires a boom dandy, brings it all the way back to this Ravenswood Bluff, and tries to set this boom dandy off in Tomato's vicinity. But unfortunately, the fuse got wet, so you can't light it, and nothing happens.
Darn it.
Bruce claims Slayer. You do that. You do that.
Resnora, I heard you first. So what is your weapon of choice?
Snuffles.
Aww.
That is the stuffed badger, am I right?
That's Malishon's stuffed badger.
So Resnora, in a fit of rage after that day one talk with somebody else betrayal, takes Snuffles and just shoves it down Malishon's throat. But, you know, he kind of just pulls it right out. Nothing happens.
Ryback will claim Slayer and shoot Jose.
What is your weapon of choice?
A sack of teeth.
Excellent.
Hey.
Ryback goes around town and he just rips everybody's teeth out. It's
Jesus.
Real weird. Nobody likes it. And they dislike it so much that before Ryback can even do anything with all of these teeth, they just like kill him. But then he comes back to life because, you know, they didn't kill him the right way, which is via execution.
Is this canon?
Or orthodontist confirmed.
Whatever. Seller claims Slayer and shoots Ryback because doing this.
What is your weapon of choice?
Mortal Kombat.
So you go. Yes, thank you. You go, get over here, and a chain comes like out of your wrist and rips Ryback over to you. Except for the part where you missed, you may want to work on your aim there. Nothing happens.
Bruce claims Slayer and shoots Art.
Oh, goodness.
What is your weapon of choice?
An overused joke.
To which nobody dies because there's no such thing as too many Slayer shots.
Boom.
And you know what? This feels like a great time to open up nominations.
Resnora nominates Art.
Resnora, you have nominated Art. Please tell us why.
Art narked on skills. Also, please don't actually vote for this. I just, you know, I don't actually want Art to die.
Art, what is your defense?
I don't know. I don't really have one, to be fair.
Okay, well, we will not be running this on 3 seconds. So, yep, you will need 6 votes to put Art on the block.
No, but seriously.
If you guys aren't gonna vote on an evil today, you might as well raise your hand for this.
No, don't. Like, for real, don't. Like, seriously, don't.
It's up to Art.
Well, unfortunately, although Tomato was very easily swayed there, nobody else was. 5 is not enough. Art is safe.
But if you're 100% clear, I will never vote on myself.
Bruce nominates Malishon.
Bruce nominates Malishon. Please tell us why.
They claimed a used role, and also that's if they're good, then that's fine. And if they're evil, they betrayed marriage, which is the most important thing of all.
Wow, what a fucking accusation.
Malishon, what is your defense?
Well, I tried to nominate myself before Booth nominated me, and I was going to make pretty much the same accusation. So, go for it.
Okay, well, 6 to put Malishon on the block.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on, cherry pie, cherry pie.
Cherry
I
pie.
mean, if it's this easy, do we really want to do this?
Actually,
This cat really believes in
Look,
marriage.
He's not evil,
Guys,
so.
even if Malishon is evil, evil players know how important marriage is.
Well,
We're evil, we're
10
not fucked
votes.
up, man.
10 votes is more than enough to put Malishon on the block. I believe you will have difficulty beating this, but I will leave the nominations open for now.
I'd love to talk to you tomorrow, Malishon.
As would I.
Ending the day in 5 seconds. Okay, Malishon, how would you like to die?
Trade by badges.
So you make friends with all of the badgers around town. You know, you painstakingly, you go out of your way, you feed them every day, you slowly earn their trust. And then they talk with Resnora just the once, and next thing you know, you are eaten by badgers and you die. And the game continues. Everybody goes to sleep.
Good night, everybody.
Skills, I can't hear you if you're talking.
No, that's a big oof for evil.
Yeah, it really is. And you know what? That was a pretty good poison snipe. If you'd been able to leave that on Tomato and get a poisoned amnesiac, that would have been great.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But you know, metas exist.
They do, and I would say like interpersonal metas, like in particular, you know, between people who are a couple like Malishon and Resnora are, it is difficult to maybe explain your way around things like what just happened.
Yeah, I mean, you break the meta of talking to her into your significant other first thing, and it's kind of gonna come off as sus. And my worry here is that the next target is gonna be the individual that he talked to.
Yeah, I'm worried about that too. I was actually afraid Resnora would use her shot on DJ. So, Tori does have a question for us. So, interestingly, we are actually going to go to Tori first because I heard Malishon hard claiming librarian who saw a drunk between Art and Bruce.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, interesting because Jackie was claiming a librarian who saw a saint.
Nothing but
So-
librarians, slayers, and amnesiacs in the town.
Yep. I am not 100% sure whether they're double claiming that on purpose to maybe simulate an atheist with, you know, two of the same role in play, and then maybe after DJ jumps. I mean, DJ's currently bluffing fishermen, so maybe after DJ jumps, or maybe one of them will pivot. I'm not sure. All I know is that Evil needs to get an atheist claim out there, or it's going to be obviously just not an atheist game, right?
Yeah. To cover something that Art said that he will never vote on himself in this game. A lot of people don't understand that jinx that is in play for the snitch.
Yes. So the snitch is jinxed with the marionette, so that when the snitch dies, the marionette learns 3 not in play roles. So putting a snitch on the same script as a marionette actually highly incentivizes the snitch to maybe not just be so out and open as, yeah, I'm an expendable outsider, just kill me, because they can hard confirm an evil player to themselves, and that can be a little rough on the good team.
Yeah, absolutely. That I didn't know about that jinx until you pointed it out to me a couple days ago, and it's just
an interesting one.
so interesting the way that works. So, all right, Tori's all the way down at the bottom.
Yep. She had a question, but also conveniently we need to go to her first, and I think we'll just back up Malishon by showing an outsider drunk, maybe between like Bruce and Kev?
Yeah, I think that works.
Okay, so let's head down. So I saw you pinged us for a question.
Yes. If I eat a mutant and I go around claiming saint, does that get me killed?
It could, yes. The storyteller could execute you. If the cannibal gains the mutant ability, then that means if you claim any kind of outsider, we could execute you if you wanted.
Frick. Okay, thank you.
But rather conveniently, we are actually here to tell you that you learn that there is a drunk between Bruce and Kev.
Thank you very much.
You are very welcome. We don't need to be in this cabin yet. We have some other stuff that we need to do.
You're just fucking with me now.
No, they can actually mark that on their bingo cards of me not really properly paying attention to order. So, like, okay, in night order, Amnesiac is actually listed quite early, but it is meant to be slotted where it would sort of maybe go in a night order. And I just sort of forgot that for a minute.
You can take your time. If you guys want to mark it on your bingo card, that's fine. I still don't believe you.
Okay, Skills, let's head back up so I can figure out who I'm supposed to actually go to. Should actually be going with other info roles, which means we need to put them after the killers. So we need to actually go to, since unfortunately our poisoner is dead, we go to Bruce first, then Jackie and DJ.
Yep.
Oh.
Whom will receive your protection tonight?
Bruce claims Monk and protects Kev.
Kev it is.
Cool.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Skills.
Hello.
You gonna stick around here?
Nah.
Oh.
Hello, Jackie.
Hello.
Please choose a player and a character.
Ryback, Goblin.
Ryback as a goblin again. You got it.
Thank you.
Ryback.
You know, the only person who's ever made me mad as a Serenovus in Clocktower, there's only one person, and I think that person knows who they are.
Well, I obviously cannot tell you who it is, but I do have the delightful pleasure of letting you know that the Serenovus has chosen you to be mad as the goblin.
Terrific. I'm out of sacks of teeth.
What a choice. I respect that choice. That is excellent.
Sick duck. What can I say? All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. DJ,
This is not good. Not gonna lie.
who would you like to kill?
I think I'm gonna kill Jose.
Jose it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. This is not gonna get fair.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
So, who are we making the new farmer?
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Okay. I don't want to take away any of the options for the Fengu jump, so I do not want to make any of the outsiders a farmer. I want to give an amnesiac a chance because I have been an amnesiac who has been taken out early in the game, and it's always a little sad. We've already given the cannibal info. We could, in fact, turn a cannibal into a farmer. So I think one of Tori, Bruce, or Kev would be probably the people. I mean, I know that would be sad for the Pixie as well, that they wouldn't be able to get their ability. But like you, I'm afraid that Resnora is just going to figure out she has a Pixie, get herself killed, and then point the other one at DJ.
Yeah, that is a true story. Now, here's a question. How would you rule it if we made Resnora the farmer? Is that considered death? Or would you rule it that
No.
Kev would still get their player? Would still get their power?
Yeah, so the way that Pixie works is that they are shown a character, and they gain that ability when the player who is marked dies. So let's say there's a Pixie who is poisoned on night 1, they're shown a random out of role character, and then you mark an arbitrary player on the board. When that player dies, the Pixie, if they are not poisoned or drunk at the time that they gain their ability, would gain what they are shown. So they are their ability is tied to the player dying. So even if Resnora were to change characters, Kev would still get his Slayer ability as long as he is mad when Resnora dies.
Okay. Yeah, if we give it, I'm sad not giving Kevin ability, but
Yeah,
I think Kevin's our
honestly-
best choice here.
Yeah, evil is clearly on the back foot. I mean, it creates a strong confirmation chain, though, right? We have Resnora, who is being confirmed by Kev, who is being confirmed by Jose. It is a net benefit to good, even though at the same time it's also keeping evil from having to deal with a second Slayer ability.
Yeah, I think that's our best choice.
Okay, well, let's go to Kev and let him know.
Hello.
I would like to inform you that you are now the farmer. You may change your character token.
Neat. Thank you.
You are welcome. Okay, so now we can go to Demeta, and I think that should be the last person to go to tonight, right?
That is correct.
Hello.
Please choose a player.
Just a player?
Yes, you please choose a player.
I will choose Tori.
You choose Tori, and you learn a 2.
I learn a 2. Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. All right, so yep, that's a very rough start for Evil this game.
Yeah, it was looking so promising.
It was. Jose was bluffing Slayer, and I'm not sure if that's what got him killed, but I mean, you know, Jose used to fake Slayer shot just like half of the town did, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be confirmation is just that chain is just gonna steamroll, I think, for some reason.
Yeah, it's this might be a rough game. I mean, you know, we can't discount Evil. I have been in very rough places as Evil and somehow still managed to make my way out of it, you know. As long as DJ survives the day, then he has another night to try to make a jump.
Yeah, if DJ survives, and he has got to hit an outsider and get out of this.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't know if DJ is bluffing that they have used their fisherman ability yet, but if he does, then they may go for, like, let's feed it to the cannibal play, right? Which he's going to have a hard time kind of arguing out of. So I kind of hope that maybe he's keeping it a little bit quiet. But let's wake them all up and see what happens tomorrow.
Yep.
Morning, everybody. You wake up, you walk out, and you find another horrifying sight in your town square. The goose is there, standing next to the body of Jose.
Oh.
Perfect.
Agree.
Just like how
You think
Jose
so?
wants to be remembered.
Exactly.
Who am I talking
let's
to
go.
first?
All right.
Anybody want to chat?
Do I want to chat?
Anybody want to chat?
I will chat with you later, Jose.
Okay.
I'll
Stellar,
talk to
let's
you,
have a
Jose.
word.
Pef?
It didn't work out, or it was fine anyway, right?
Yeah, who did you protect instead?
Okay, so I talked with Art, and Art seemed like he didn't want to be protected.
Art hard claimed fortune teller to me.
I talked to Art and I said, so Malashan is claiming librarian who saw either me or you as.
Okay. It's funny because I claimed Slayer to Demeter.
Okay.
And I told him when he said, "You're the marionette," I was like, oh, "Fine, I'm shooting you." He was like, "Fine."
He came to me later in the day, and the first thing he said to me was, I claimed Fangu to somebody. If someone tells you I'm the Fangu, don't believe them.
Oh, that was me. That's what he told me. He
That's
told me
so
it was the
weird.
Fangu and that Seller was the minion, and that was the marionette. But he clearly lied.
Okay, well, yeah, he said that he claimed Fangu to you because he didn't trust you.
What? I didn't say anything. I literally
And
had not said anything.
Yeah, and then said that he believes there's a cannibal in play. I had already gotten a hard claim of cannibal. I mean, I
Okay.
might as well just give you info because clearly you're a good
please.
farmer. So Tori gave me cannibal as a hard claim. Bruce gave
That's
me
what I figured. Yeah.
amnesiac.
Ooh, that's a double claim.
Okay.
I have a hard claim of amnesiac from Stellar. Interesting. And Stellar's a supposed minion from the meta.
Right,
Wait,
right.
hold on. There's no spy or widow or anything, right? Okay, so there's no way for you to know that I was the farmer unless you turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I literally didn't tell anybody I was the farmer.
Sure.
Okay, so Tori's the cannibal that probably got the information from Malashan Librarian.
I had no idea, but sure.
Okay. They claimed that it was a spent roll, so I imagine that was, or maybe a fish. Oh, a fisherman. I didn't see that.
Yeah, librarian,
Okay.
fisherman.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, if there's a drunk in the, you know, name atheist.
Well, you're the one that saw a drunk. I'm the one that saw
Very
not
true.
drunk.
Very true. Very true. All right. Well, we got dueling librarians, and I will also say, just, and I don't know if you've talked to them, maybe you're in an arrangement with them or not, but there's another person between the two of us who is also claiming at least librarian or something else in their pings, in their claims. So.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Can we have a
so-
town? Is it Oops All Librarians?
Maybe. Very much. Maybe. Very much. All right, I'm gonna go back to town. I'll perhaps get your pings later, but considering we're kind of in a weird spot, I think I've already said too much. Thank you, kindly.
Okay.
No, they aren't considering that it's an atheist game.
Would you be willing to die if we can find like a cannibal or something? 'Cause I think
Well, I haven't used my ability yet, so
Oh yeah, no. I mean, once you have, obviously. Not
yeah,
Before.
yeah, not yet.
Okay, cool. What fun.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Fisherman DJ.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, bye.
Everyone's fucking lying to me. God. I hope the art thing doesn't punch me in the face.
People lie in this game, DJ.
Yeah, no, but how? Jesus, how fucking audacious. Well, I guess I know what more bluffs than anything, so yes, it's fair. But
This
like,
is true.
God. First thought to the two fucking people who are claiming things I know aren't in play. Hate it. Anyway, all right.
Have fun.
Farmer.
Okay.
So I don't do anything.
Well, I mean, you do if you die in the night.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna die in the night because, well, actually, you're the only person I've told my role to, so maybe we'd be, yeah.
I'm not gonna tell anybody.
Okay, sounds good.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Yep. Bye.
Any ideas?
I have a suspicion about maybe a huntsman pick. I have got nothing as a fortune teller, though. I will 100% confirm with you that you are not my marionette.
Okay, awesome. You're not my marionette either.
Yes.
All right,
Ruled
I
it.
gotta go
All right.
chat with Bruce. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
In theory, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Any indication on who you've been protecting so far?
I protected the made up, but you know what I meant.
I think that's a good target to protect. Yeah,
I think it is.
definitely.
All right. Fantastic.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I am a spent roll, and I've heard that there is a cannibal in play, so.
Oh. I've gotten the vibe of a cannibal from somebody, but they never fully outed that, so I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I've heard there's a cannibal, so I'm gonna help him out.
Okay. All right. Well, feel free to kill into one of my pings if you'd rather do that. But all right.
I think for I don't know. I think for today we can just kill me and then investigate your pings.
Yeah, that'd
possibly
be
even have the cannibal slayer play one of your
Ooh. Yes. All right. That makes a lot of sense to me.
Excellent.
Let's go
I'm
back.
gonna head back. Yep.
I mean, I guess it's kind of bad, but
You were
still.
killed last night?
I was killed last night, yeah.
Oh, you could be tainting my info.
The Vigor Mortis never kills minions, come on.
The Vigor Mortis never kills minions.
They never do it. They never do it. I've never seen it, ever.
That's a factual statement.
Thank you, see? Skills agrees.
Oh, well now I know it's a fucking atheist game. Skills is just straight up lying now.
By the way, yes, so has anybody mentioned atheist? I feel like nobody's talking about it.
Nobody's mentioned. Well, I heard one player mention that the fact that many players are claiming one particular role sounds like it actually could be an atheist game.
I have heard of 2 amnesiacs.
Have you?
I have. 2 hard claim amnesiacs.
Am I one of them?
Leave it to
Well, you
Demeta.
haven't
He's
claimed
gonna
amnesiac,
push
so
the
no.
atheist possibility.
Are you the amnesiac?
It is the token that I have.
Shut your mouth.
It is the token that I have.
Well,
Shut
because of your
your
little play on the
mouth.
first day, I don't know if I can believe you. But there's
That's
2 other
perfectly
amnesiacs
fine.
out there. Just
You mind pointing me in one of their directions?
Oh, well, ironically, wait. Interesting.
Point me in the direction of the one you trust the least.
Well, you pointed me in his direction, Seller. You told me he was the minion. I went to talk to him. He claimed amnesiac.
He claimed to me either he was seller or that he was fisherman or amnesiac.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, he didn't trust me because he felt that maybe I was doing some kind of play, claiming the whole marionette thing. So maybe he just lied to me. But he did hard claim amnesiac. And there's another person too. So there's 3 of you. Okay. Confirmed atheist. We got it.
No, not confirmed atheist, but it's possible.
Confirm evil
it's definitely
people.
possible.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll let you figure out between you and Seller what's going on.
Okay. Thank you
Right,
very much.
Thanks. Bye.
Chat, I am not against that idea. That might actually be it. That might actually be it, and I'm fucking terrified if that's the case.
Oh,
My skills.
Do tell. What are you terrified of?
All right, so Corsicant in chat says, your ability is each night Astros choose a player, you learn how many copies of their character are in play. I like that. I hope that's the ability.
It's an interesting thought.
Yep, and I know you're not gonna give anything away, so it's perfectly fine.
All right,
Let me see
head
if I
back.
can grab Balajan really quick.
Sick.
I have heard of that. It's possible that triple claim is because it's an atheist game, or
Pixie.
it could be Pixie.
I had completely
Pixie and a
forgotten
lie.
the possibility of an atheist game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nobody
no,
should be atheist.
No one
Yeah.
has been saying it.
It's Sarah Novus and Pixie and
What-
Mutant and Atheist. So there's all
Yeah.
What role's been
possibilities.
triple claimed?
Did I
Atheist.
say it? I don't know.
I think
No,
I-
I think I know what role it is. It's fine. You don't need to say it. I think
sure?
Yeah, we wouldn't want
Yeah.
that information. That's terrible. We should never
No,
share
it's-
information.
you never should.
Okay, well, it's neither Art nor is Nora, so I don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, I love art.
Oh, interesting. Okay, cool.
Can I make a public claim?
Another one?
Sure.
Yep. Okay.
What you got?
I got two. First, I would like to claim Slayer, and I would like to shoot Jackie.
What is your weapon of choice?
A Frosty from Wendy's, vanilla, large.
You get a large vanilla Wendy's Frosty. You do the same thing as before. You know, you lace it with arsenic, but maybe like everybody around here is just immune to arsenic because it's just tasty. That's all.
Some men just don't know how to hold their arsenic.
Yes.
Maybe you need to stop making an arsenic of yourself.
Nice.
Haven't shoot that one? I'm
Could
the
you
Slayer.
please execute Art?
Can I make a second claim?
What is it?
I
You're
am
going
the
to anyway.
Amnesiac, and I am going to choose Tori.
Okay, that is acknowledged.
Thank you.
Well, that's chilling.
That's not scary.
Dun, dun, dun.
Done.
And this feels like a great time to open up nominations.
Resnora nominates Resnora.
Resnora, you have nominated yourself. Why should you die?
I am a role that is not currently super useful to town. However, I have heard that we have a cannibal, and them getting my role would be super useful to town. So we should kill me and let the cannibal get my role.
All right, and Resnora, your defense against yourself.
I have no defense against myself.
All right, 5 to put Resnora on the block.
Much like a calfskin jacket, I am suede.
Seriously?
God.
No more
Is that
player
a pun for
perspective
the
games.
bingos card?
All right, so 6 votes is enough to put Resnora on the block. Any more nominations?
This cannibal better be good. They're getting fed a lot.
Gonna get fat.
Info checks out from my perspective, so.
Hungry cannibals?
I guess so. Like they just have like dead players rolling towards them. They're just like hop, hop, hop.
Damn, the fries and the frog roll can kind of hit right now.
All right, if there are no more nominations, I'll be ending the day in 5 seconds.
Yes, Madeline, I know that you are living vicariously through these puns.
Resnora,
You are
how
the
would
pun
you
master.
like to die?
I didn't think of anything. Let's just choke on water.
Choke on water. This is also known as drowning. So, so what you do is you trip and you spill your drink and you land face first into your drink and you just suck it up into your lungs and somehow in exactly like 0 inches of water you still manage to drown and you die. And the game
Those are some
continues.
questionable
I
deaths.
totally would die that way.
It's one of my favorite parts.
Oh, man.
Oh boy. Okay, so let's see. What do we got tonight? We are going to, well, Tori's not going to get woken up tonight.
Nope.
We go to Bruce first, and then Jackie and DJ. And you know what? Good on DJ for surviving. The minions at the very least do know that Art is the snitch. So I don't know if they were able to get that information to DJ in time today, though.
Yeah, I didn't see if they were able to either.
Yeah. So let's go to Bruce and see what he wants to do.
Hello.
Who would you like to save tonight?
I was gonna save Kev, but Kev told me that they were gonna take the shot today, and they didn't. Maybe they just claimed Slayer to try to get killed by the demon. So I will try to protect Tori, because Tori didn't seem like she wanted to die. Let's do that.
Tori, it is. Thank you.
Tori, yes, no problem. Thank you.
Hello, Jackie.
Hello.
Who are we doing tonight? Wow, that sounded way more like an innuendo than I meant.
Hello.
Hey now.
Well, you know, it was here. It's a good time.
Ryback Goblin.
Ryback is a goblin. Let's go.
I'm gonna nominate him today.
Excellent. I am very much looking forward to it.
Oh,
I bet you'll never guess why we're here.
that this is an atheist game. You've also put a cannibal in here, and you've decided to make me mad as the goblin.
Well, at least one of those things is true.
It's
You
not a
haven't been
five.
selected by the Cerenovus to be mad as the goblin. Hooray!
Oh, kill me now. Do it. But you put a
Yay!
goblin on. You put a goblin. You put a cannibal on script. Oh.
Have fun. Hello,
Well,
DJ.
could have gone much worse. Fine.
Well, you managed to survive. Nobody was looking at you. So, who would really like to die tonight?
Yeah, I need to get out of this situation fast. Kev, please. I literally rolled D8 and just picked, and I started.
Okay, killing Kev. Got it.
Oh boy.
Oh, Oh, this just hurts. Deneda sent me a picture the other day. I can't even remember what I said to him, but it's a picture of a cat with its paws kind of curled up right in front of its chest, and it says, "It hurts right in the meow meows."
Oh yeah. Oh, this is so. Oh, I don't even have words.
This is rough. So, yep. Unfortunately, it means that a live good player becomes a farmer. We can't put it on any dead player. It's got to be alive.
Oh,
So
who do we put it on?
yeah. Ultimately, we continue to have the choice of taking out any of the jump options, which I don't want to do. Right now, so Malishon is bluffing to have the librarian info of Bruce or Art is drunk. Art obviously knows it can't be him and therefore must be Bruce, which is why on Tori's poisoned info, I gave her the crossover of Bruce, right?
Right.
Because from Art's perspective, if anybody believes Malishon, then it's just Bruce. So, I mean, basically, we can make the same argument that we did last night, which is Tori currently has the Slayer ability. If we turn Tori, she no longer has the Slayer ability.
Yeah, that's the best choice right now. I mean, the cannibal's been fed twice. Bruce is the lesser is the greater of the two evils here of not switching. So I think Tori is definitely the pick here.
Yeah, like Bruce is, if they figure out it's a potential Fangu, Bruce is a potential drunk, right? And therefore could be a person that town will be looking to execute. So that's kind of my argument for leaving Bruce alone for right now.
Right. I mean, and to top it all off, Jackie, just Sarah Novus locking the damsel is helping and hurting simultaneously. Because it's that Aldwin condition is just never going to come out, and it's just
right.
Oh.
I mean, they know that there's a damsel in play, but it is unfortunate. I mean, it's like when I was poisoning the damsel. You know, it's unfortunate that you somehow have the feelers out for the right person, but just not quite in the right way.
Right.
Okay, well, let's go let Tori know that she's now the farmer.
Yep.
We have some news for you.
Okay.
You are now the farmer.
Boo.
Enjoy.
Thank you, bye.
Bye. Well, I mean, that's an understandable reaction. I think she knew what ability she was about to get there, and yep.
Yeah, I think if we don't do that there, I think TJ gets shot.
I think so too. I think that's who Resnora would likely point another Slayer shot at. So, oh boy, it's always rough on Evil when you get strong farmer confirmation chains, right? The only thing this could possibly help is it verifies Tori as a good player, which means it may verify Malishon if they choose to believe Malishon's information, because of course a cannibal is self-poisoned when they eat an evil player.
Right. My big worry is TJ's just gonna keep hitting the damn farmer and Tori's dying.
Know. He's looking to jump. I know that he wants to do that, but just doesn't know where to go. Hopefully we can get DJ to survive just one more day, and the minions can get the info to him to jump to Art.
Yeah, one can only
All right.
hope.
Yeah, let's go get Tomato's pick. Hello.
Oh shit, we're alive.
You are still alive, so please choose a player.
I will choose Resnora.
You choose Resnora. You get a 1.
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. Oh, yeah. So, unfortunately, our demon, who's initially started, I think, with thoughts of taking up the fisherman bluff, has sort of gone into an amnesiac bluff, which is, of course, the double claim. And that's gonna maybe be a bad time if that gets sort of found out today.
Not so much, because the meta finally said the words that no one is even thinking of an atheist and put it in Kev's head. So it's starting to float around that it's a possibility of an atheist game.
That's true. And in an atheist game, we as the storytellers could go to the atheist and just Sarah lock them, and they could go along with it if they wanted to. So they could try to make that argument that an atheist is just staying hidden for some reason. I mean, there's also a drunk and a marionette on this script, so there are reasons for a drunk to for an atheist, a player with an atheist token, to not immediately come out, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh boy. Okay, well, let's wake everybody up.
Oh, yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Excuse me.
What's up?
You saved that
Okay.
for
Welcome back to town, everybody. It's my immense pleasure to inform you that this royal murder goose is still on the loose because you find Kev's dead body when you awake.
Malishon?
Okay, let's go.
All right, Tori.
Yes, Tomato?
Let's go to Dudley.
Okay.
Kev, can we chat?
At the end of the day.
I asked you 3 times yesterday, and you went off with somebody else every time.
I wanted to talk to you because you seem like you're probably confirmed good.
Yeah.
What? Are you an outsider?
No, I was a librarian. I saw a drunk.
That's interesting. Who did you
And
see drunk?
I saw Bruce or Art as the drunk, and then the cannibal claims to have eaten me and saw Bruce or Kev as the drunk. So if the cannibal's on the level, Bruce is the drunk.
I have a hard claim of librarian from another player.
I have heard that. I think that person's a saint for what it's worth. I think they're an outsider.
And this was after you died. So if it was a pixie, they could have just come out and said that they were the pixie librarian.
Yeah. I think they're actually an outsider. If it's the person I'm thinking of, I think they're an outsider.
Okay. You were executed, correct? You were not Vigor
Yeah,
killed.
I was executed day 1.
Okay. All right. Well,
Tried to nominate myself, but Bruce got in before me.
Yeah. What is your read on the game so far?
I was initially thinking there was too much chaos going on for it to be an atheist game, but I'm starting to question that now.
Yeah, me too.
Because I can't make sense of anything.
Well, I've heard a triple claim of Slayer.
Yep. And I've heard, yeah, and there's the double librarian claim. I've got 2 balloonist claims. Yeah,
I haven't
so
even
none-
heard of any
nothing-
balloonists. This is interesting.
Yeah, I've got a pair of balloonist claims.
Okay. All right. I got to talk to some other people, but I will let you know that I am an ongoing info role.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
I think, I mean, you killed yourself, so there's no reason. I mean, you're not a minion that's gonna kill themselves in the day. I don't think.
Yeah, no, I'm just legit just the spent slayer, and
Yeah.
I had heard that it was likely I had a pixie, and that we had a cannibal, so I just figured it would make more sense for me to just kill myself, and that way 2 people could get the slayer ability. Unfortunately, one of them died.
Well, here's the thing. It's okay because Kev was no longer the pixie when you died.
What?
Yep. I'm like, I hope I'm not fucking it up by coming out. I think it should be okay. I was the farmer. He turned into the farmer after I died.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So he was never gonna get this layer ability.
So we have a new.
So there should be another farmer. I don't know who that person is because I don't know who Kev is. Kev is talking to Bruce, so I
now
don't
we
know.
have so now we have a serious problem because Demeta hard claimed farmer to me yesterday.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
So I literally never told anybody I was the farmer until Kev came to me saying, "Hey, I'm the farmer now." The maid on the first day did the whole "you're my marionette," shtick. So that's why I was very happy that I died and there was a farmer chain because that means that I'm not a marionette.
Yeah. So somebody needs to nominate Demeta today because that's
Yeah. So he's in a
That's a
double
hell- and-
claim. He's in 2 double claims. What the hell? Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
He's the
and
farmer,
me
100%.
and yeah.
And farmer. Yeah. I'm down with getting him out of here.
What is
Oh, should we ask?
possible-
Wait, should we ask Tori to shoot Demeta
Yeah.
before we nominate and see
yeah.
what happens? That may be a good
Yep.
idea. I mean, she can do whatever she wants, but maybe she might want to. Do
I
that.
wanna go grab her.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Okay, thank you. Thanks for listening. Bye.
DJ, you want to consult?
Rez, is that all right?
Sure.
Bruce, do you want a quick chat while I catch up?
What's up?
So at this point, I need to get out of here fast. Oh god. I think we have a drunk. We have. Well, I think I'm gonna just say that don't bring the library in trouble claim. That's my guess. What would use my ability for?
It's
Yeah,
okay. It's okay.
I am. This is not going well, I feel. But we'll see.
Nah, I think you're all right. Just keep plugging away.
Yep. Well, this works.
All right. Have fun.
The Saint?
Right, and also claiming librarian.
Yes.
I've heard through the grapevine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Both other librarians told me they were the librarian.
Okay. Well, I started the game as the Pixie Slayer, so I can tell you if it's not an atheist game, neither of them is the Pixie.
Okay. That is useful information.
Yeah. I mean, there's still the possibility of Sarah Novus and Mutant, but we haven't heard anybody say that they were mad, so...
Did you Slayer shot when all those people were doing that?
No, I did not.
Okay.
So,
Yes, so apparently the one librarian says that I'm in a drunk ping. I don't know how that works, but that's everything I got.
Okay. All right, cool. Sounds good.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Come back. New chance of that. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Night 1 ping was Jackie, Night 2 ping was Art, Night 3 ping was Bruce.
Sorry, Jackie, Art, and Bruce. Ooh, Bruce is. I was told he's also in a double claim. There's so many double claims in this game. And by the way, I can confirm none of those double claims are the pixie.
Christ.
Yep.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
that's all I got for you.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, right back. Goodbye.
Until last night when I got a 1, yeah. So the questions I've asked, I didn't ask one on the first day because I forgot to, quite honestly. The second day I asked if my ability had anything to do with nominating people of the opposite alignments because I wasn't waking at night, so it seemed like a good lead, and I got a cold. So it wasn't anything to do with that, or if it was, it's not alignments at least. It's
I was the cannibal who got to confirm Malishon's stuff and has confirmed who the drunk is. I became the farmer last night before I got an ability. I booed skills for it.
Oh, fuck off! Fuck all the way off, Skills. That's some bullshit.
Okay, first of all, bring it down a notch. Secondly, I'm the Griminion. I'm not making the decisions.
Okay, no,
suggestions.
I will clarify that. I booed both Skills and Navean.
Y'all make suggestions. That is some bullshit.
What were you?
I was the Slayer, and I had this whole plan because I knew there was a pixie. I knew I had a pixie Slayer.
Yeah, I've spoken to
and
your
then,
Pixie today. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the cannibal, and then I mean I guess you've got this nice confirm train going, but Jesus fuck, that's some bullshit.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Also,
I wanted to eat more people.
Well,
Sorry, yeah.
also we need to kill Demeta today because guess who hard claimed farmer to me yesterday?
Oh, that's awkward, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I legitimately had the same conversation with Jose earlier when Jose told me that he was the starting farmer.
Yeah, because it went Jose, Kev, myself, and through. I'm sure Malishon's told you Bruce is the drunk monk because it rhymes.
Well, I figured Malishon told me they are pings, and then I figured that out when Kev died because
yeah, and there was they think between Navean left before I could boo them.
That's right, you're getting dragged.
Yeah.
Whether your amnesiac ability is that you are the atheist.
No, I haven't.
Welcome back to the town, everybody. I'll give you a
I think
minute
maybe you
amongst
should do that.
yourselves.
If you are the amnesiac, you should maybe ask that.
Hey.
Can I make a public claim?
Oh Lord.
No.
Yes.
All right, 2 public claims. 1, I'm gonna claim atheist. No, I'm not gonna claim atheist. I'm gonna claim Slayer, and I'm going to shoot Jackie.
Your weapon of choice.
Whatever that. Oh, an orange Julius.
Ooh.
So, continuing along the same lines, you make an orange Julius from scratch. It's absolutely delicious. You, for some reason, still decide to go with arsenic despite all of the past failures, and guess what? It fails again.
Oh, embarrassing.
And then my other public claim is going to be amnesiac, and I am going to choose Huntsman.
Acknowledged.
Thank you.
Can we kill him now or later?
Absolutely.
Let's do it now.
What the fuck?
You happen.
Nominations are now open.
So,
timing.
The amnesiac who is just the atheist thing is intriguing because I think a lot of the information in this game points towards an atheist game, except for the fact that no one is claiming atheist.
Right.
Meta nominates the storytellers.
Oh.
Demeta, you have nominated the storyteller. Please tell us why.
All right. I'm going to do an info dump. If there is an evil player in this game, congratulations, you can kill me, and I'm never going to learn what my ability is. But I'm going to give a quick info dump, and then I'm going to give Town the chance to decide whether or not they want to kill the storytellers. So, on night 1, I was not woken up. On day 1, I asked. In fact, I'm going to put all this in chat. I put this. So I went to the storyteller and I asked, "Does my ability take place exclusively during the day?" And I got slightly above cold, the best rating I have gotten out of the entire game. Then I went to on night 2. I was woken up and chose to choose a player. I chose Tori. I got a 2 as my answer. Day 2, each night, asterisk, choose a player. You learn how many evil players they whispered with. I was Cold. Last night, I got visited. I chose Resnora. I got a 1. And then on day 3, I asked if it has something to do with choose a player. You learn how many players are copies of their character in play, assuming that it was an atheist game, and we were just putting in multiples of characters because chat actually really liked that answer. And I got a Cold. I have no idea what my ability is, but I think that Navean could just be fucking with me. And I want to see what Town's quorum is on whether they think this is an atheist game.
My defense is honk.
Honk.
That's pretty on brand.
Killer duck!
Can we get some honks in the chat
4
for
votes
Navean?
to put the storyteller
Yeah,
on
honks
the
in
block.
chat.
It's not that I'm discounting that it's an atheist game. I just think maybe we kill Demeta first.
Or
I'm
what if
getting info
Demeta
every
asks
night.
tomorrow, do I have an atheist ability? Easy peasy.
2 votes is not enough. It turns out that this goose is still safe. Aw, yeah.
Is Demeta's
Goose have a knife?
ability? Is
Sorry.
Demeta's
Yes, it
ability just get asked random questions and get? Random
I would like to nominate Demeta.
Art, you have nominated Demeta. Please tell us why.
You committed the greatest offense you can commit in this game by nominating Navean, who is the best person in the world. And the fact that you would want us to execute them means you're evil.
I am so moved by this that I am tempted to not even give Demeta a defense. But you know,
That would show it's an Amnesiac game. Or
this
that would show
game
it's an
has
atheist game.
this game has constraints, and I must follow them. So Demeta, what is
Ooh, I
your
love
defense?
Navean was not in chat and was scheming with skills about how to create a great atheist game while I said this. But Navean is the heart and soul and glue that keeps our wonderful community together. So I don't have any care about that. But that being said, I am indeed an amnesiac. I am getting info every day. The more you leave me alive, the better info we're going to get as Town.
All right, 4 votes. We'll put Demeta on the block.
I mean, point of emphasis, you've only actually gotten worse every day.
Don't you want to see if he ever gets almost warm?
No, I think he's gonna get stone cold.
3 votes is not
Rigid.
enough. Demeta is still safe.
Maybe a Slayer could shoot Demeta.
So
shouts-
I have a question. Sorry.
Yep.
So
Yes.
sorry. Not for the town, I should say. I know that there are a couple characters on the script with sort of once use abilities. I'm just going to say it because I've sort of confirmed with Malashan. I am the cannibal. Is there anyone we think it's worth knocking off so that we can sort of maybe get another fisherman question or something like that?
I feel like
when I'm
there's
know of
somebody
who
that
would
might
be
want to
great.
answer that.
There's one
For
person I have
example,
nothing
it
for.
doesn't have to be that, you know?
It sounds as if the answer is go fish.
I guess so.
Maybe the
Melishan,
librarian.
what were you trying to say?
Any more nominations?
Jackie nominates
was-
Ryback.
Jackie, you have nominated Ryback. Please tell us why.
Because we are 2 of 3 librarians, and at least one of us shouldn't exist.
Ryback, what is your defense?
I'm the goblin, cuckoo, cachoo.
Okay, Ryback has claimed Goblin. It will take 4 votes to put him on the block.
Well, this is going around. Malashan, can you please say what you're gonna say?
I've got kind of holes in my grim that I'm fairly confident about for all but one person, and none of them are good cannibal bait at this point, except for the one blank I have.
It's fair
3
enough.
votes is not enough. Ryback is safe.
And for complete,
nice,
the blank I've
Jackie.
got is Cellar. I've got nothing on Cellar at all.
Was that Tori nominating Jackie?
It was.
Okay, please tell us why.
I understand that there is a librarian info coming maybe from Jackie, but as far as I'm concerned, as a cannibal who ate a librarian, sorry Malashan, you can't be. So that's just a straight up lie. And I also have a good track on the pixie as well, so I don't think you're that either.
Okay, and Jackie, your defense.
I am the librarian. I'm okay with dying.
Would you vote on it?
All right.
Yes.
4 votes. We'll put Jackie on the block.
Because I don't really.
Librarian.
If you're the mutant,
I
you should
saw a
probably
saint.
out now.
Oh, I forgot there was
if
a
I
mutant
was-
in the script.
Yeah, no, I would have outed already. I could say I'm an outsider. I'm this. I'm that. I'm 1,000 roles. No, I'm the librarian.
5 votes is enough to put Jackie on the
And
block.
I can guarantee Jackie's not the pixie.
Yeah,
Any
Yeah,
more
I know
nominations?
who the pixie is.
yeah, I'm comfortable where the librarian is and where the pixie is, and neither of them seem to be Jackie to me. So
Okay, if there are no more nominations, I will be ending the day in 5 seconds.
Has anyone heard of a Cerenovus?
Jackie,
Well, I'm
how
the
would you like
Cerenovus.
to die?
Quickly.
Okay, so Town decides to not try arsenic this time. They go for something else. They give you a cyanide spiked drink. And I mean, it is pretty awful and painful, but it is quick though. So Jackie's executed and dies, and everybody goes to sleep.
Have fun eating a librarian tonight.
It's still a chance for DJ to jump.
Yeah, he's got to do it here though. There's no doubt he's got to.
Honestly, I mean, Demeta's not even on the right track for his ability. So if I'm the demon and I hear that this amnesiac's out here just getting colds, like fine. I
Yeah.
just leave that alone.
Yeah, but my big worry is DJ heard cannibal and is going to kill Tori.
There's no reason to, right? Because a cannibal's poisoned after an evil player dies. So right now, even if Tori were still the cannibal, you can leave that alone as well.
True.
Okay, well, no more Jackie to go visit. Our beleaguered Ryback can now be left alone. Which means we're going to Bruce and then DJ.
All right.
Ooh, are we protecting tonight?
Not the farmer. Can you protect Demeta?
I will protect Demeta. Well, you actually will protect Demeta
Can
tonight.
you protect
got it.
Demeta for me?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, Skills.
All right, who would you like to kill tonight?
So I think there's a balloonist out there, and I cannot jump to one of Bruce or Art, 'cause I think one is an outsider. Corey pretty much is confirmed a librarian. Oh god. This is a tough call at this point.
Yep.
I can ask a question. Can I,
Yeah.
am a drunk? If, let's say, a balloonist was the drunk, is there actually
Yes.
because of them?
Sorry, what was that?
Is the extra outsider added if the balloonist is the drunk?
So if the balloonist is the drunk, I would actually have planned for that ahead of time with putting the tokens in the bag, which means that a balloonist or an outsider would not be added.
Okay.
There is a jinx with the marionette and the balloonist that they would still add the outsider because a marionette isn't decided until after rolls are sent out. But obviously, you
No,
don't have a
Jeffrey, it was
marionette,
Bruce
so-
that said it, not Ryback.
Yeah, and he looks somewhat real. I'm gonna kill Demade. I don't pronounce it. Demade.
Demeta.
Demade. Yeah, I'm bad pronouncing that.
Okay. Demeta it is. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, this is
Good Lord, DJ.
right in the meow meows again.
Lynn summed it up perfectly. For fuck's sake.
Yeah. Well, that is very rough. So, I mean, so this is either good. This is going to do one of two things. One, it's going to make it look like, shit, no, because everybody's farmer confirming everybody. Never mind. I was going to say it's going to make it look like somebody maybe jumped to Bruce the drunk and sunk a kill to back the monk bluff. But like, we can't even do that because everybody is farmer chained up until now.
Yeah, the only thing that this might confirm is either we're saying that this happening is either telling them that Bruce is not the drunk, or
Right, which means that Tori got poisoned info.
Or it's making them think harder about it being an atheist game.
Maybe. Like, let's hope so, because at this point, I think Evil's best chances are going to be damsel guess or execute the storytellers.
That's the only way I see this, and the fact that they Sarah locked Ryback is unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, Sarah locking has its places and its uses, but it can also backfire on you, right? You have to be careful about when you stop Sarah locking somebody to maybe try to frame somebody else, for example, right? Like, if somebody is Sarah locked up until the day that you are executed and then they never get told that there's Sarah Nova stepper again, like, it's kind of going to point them straight to who the Sarah Novas is. And to be honest, I think Ryback was probably a little suspicious of Jackie anyway.
Yeah, I would be.
Yeah, or maybe Bruce. I'm not sure who he was actually referring to, but I think it would probably be one of Jackie or Bruce that he's thinking about.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, well, let's go to Tomato, who is still alive.
Oh, man.
I'm still alive?
Hello, Tomato, you are still alive.
Ah, nice.
Please, player, you are still alive.
I am going to choose Ryback.
You choose Ryback. You learn 0.
Okay, thank you very much.
You are very welcome. Oh, this oh my god.
Well, it's been interesting.
And somehow, like, DJ just keeps kind of like skating under the radar there, and I you know, there's like a somehow some kind of triple claim of Amnesiac and the double claim on librarians, and I just, you know, yeah. It's definitely distracting town away from DJ, who's just, you know, vibing over there. DJ and Art and Bruce, I'm not sure anybody has said like anything about them really.
No, they haven't said anything, and right now my biggest hope is that Demeta keeps pushing an atheist game here.
I sure hope so as well.
Malachon is definitely backing it, so it's a possibility that they may start leaning that way.
Right. And, you know, in an atheist game, I could give an amnesiac that their ability, in a game where an amnesiac has the atheist ability, I could do things like wake them up and show them numbers, have them pick players, whatever, right? Because it's meaningless because they have the atheist ability, so I can break the rules. And to be honest, I would say I personally would never do that if atheist isn't even on the script. If I have an amnesiac on the same script with an atheist, yeah, I might do that. But if atheist isn't even an option on the script, I personally wouldn't do that because I don't think people generally have a fun time with that kind of thing when they're not sort of expecting it as a potential possibility.
Oh no, I agree completely. It's just rough.
Yeah, exactly. So, unfortunately, if only Malachon were still alive to poison Tomato when he asks, "Is my ability the atheist ability?" Because, like, I would just, you know, if he's poisoned, I'm just going to tell him a bingo on that, right?
Right. That'd have been hilarious.
Oh, but alas, our poisoner is long dead. So let's wake everybody up. it turns out that this royal murder goose is just a little bit sated for now, but only for now. I am still holding a knife. I am still a threat to you. I just want you to know, though, that last night, I decided to maybe take a little break because he died.
May I speak with Navean?
Yes, you may.
Can I chat with you, Kev?
Yeah.
Mystic.
Alishon, can we chat?
Sure, either way.
Hey, Bruce, can we chat?
Yeah, we can chat.
Jackie,
Yes.
can we chat?
Yes.
Nope, not one yet.
We've heard of a drunk. Have we
Oh,
heard
yeah,
of
yeah.
anything else?
Well, I can tell not. I think we've heard of saints publicly. No, but just in general. I mean, I'd love to talk to dead players just to see what they're up to. What's up with them? Oh boy.
Anybody want to chat?
Hey.
Lead the way. Jay.
Yeah, sure. We haven't talked yet, really.
Nope.
Everything with Jack. Everything with all that stuff coming out, which is interesting.
Do not look too hard into the librarian triple claim.
Yes. Which is beyond me.
Okay.
I have no clue why that's helpful.
It
Like,
might suggest that info is all fabricated.
yeah, it could. Or, like, it says don't look hard into it, which would, at least to me, imply that don't worry about it. Right?
Yeah.
Which seems very weird with everything that's gone on.
Yeah.
So I have no clue why I'm getting that.
If
What
I
did
can
you-
find
what-
out, I. Oh, go ahead.
What have you gotten?
Nothing of use. The info that I gave you is the thing I was asking was.
Hey, Kev.
Hi, Kev.
Hi.
You're done.
Oh,
You're
damn
done.
it, I did it again.
You did.
Yeah, fair. It again.
All right.
Uh,
the information, the thing that I asked Navean today was a rules clarification. It wasn't my guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I will let you know, or I'll let Town know when I know.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the meta. If we're not in a in an atheist game, what are you thinking each of those people are?
I think Jackie may be the Serenovus.
Mm-hmm.
Art is probably the saint. Bruce is probably just some sort of townsfolk, and Domain is a minion.
But if Jackie's Serenovus, then that's a minion.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I've kind of stopped tracking.
Yeah.
Putting pieces together at this point.
It's hard to tell whether it's an atheist or you evil people are making us think that there's an atheist game. Okay, so I'll go along with this. If those 4 pinks are correct, it could be Bruce the townsfolk, Jackie a minion who's double claiming just to make us think it's an atheist game. Demeter is an outsider, and Art is the demon.
Potentially.
If you're the balloonist.
Potentially.
All right. I don't know.
Okay. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Hate you all, my God. Oh, just. I'm kind of in total commit mode because I'm not quite sure what game I'm in at the moment.
Oh, what seems to be the problem? Come on.
Oh, I can't come out and say I was Serenovus bad because then I think it leads down the road of evil claiming I'm the damsel. You terrific people. I'll leave it at that.
No, that's yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe I would.
I'm okay. If I am to believe the other farmers, I'm the monk.
Okay.
I protected Demeter yesterday.
Interesting. What would they try to kill Demeter if it's not an atheist game?
What was that?
What would they try to kill Demeter? You were trying to kill him yesterday, so what would they?
Yeah.
kill him?
That's
weird.
my guess is that they're the only. I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Have you heard that you are in a balloonist ping?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have.
Do you trust the balloonist?
I don't know who the balloonist is, but I've heard that I was in
okay.
pain. Yeah.
Wait. Does that work? Wait. What day is it?
Jose Farmer Day 1, Kev Farmer Day 2, Tori Farmer Day 3.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Don't do that to me.
Jackie, what do you got?
Librarian, that's our seat between you and Malishon.
So is it just an atheist game?
What?
Well,
No, I know. It was just so disappointing to.
Here we
to
go.
Be like, oh.
Let's see if they pull the trigger on an atheist here.
all right. Minute yourself to chat before I open up noms.
I have 2
I'm going to
amnesiacs?
skip my Slayer claim. I am going to make a public claim as amnesiac, and I am going to say. I can't believe I'm saying this. Don't clip this, chat. Yellow
Oh,
Submarine
definitely
is
clip it now.
Yellow Submarine is the best Beatles album.
That is a
That's all right.
I acknowledge your
Tomato,
statement.
Tomato, it's all right. I got you. Princess Bride is the worst movie ever made.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
That's just patently false. Like, it may not be a good movie in some
Okay.
eyes, but it's just patently false that it's the worst. Have you seen UHF?
Can I
Well
have a
then,
nomination?
nominations are now open.
Ryback nominated Tori.
But I took the heat off Tomato. It's fine.
Okay, Ryback has nominated Tori. Please tell us why.
Shitty opinion on Princess Bride.
Tori, your defense.
My dogs
Sean,
definitely
put your
don't
hand
enjoy
down.
that
No, I'm
take.
confirmed. I am confirmed at least twice over. Kill me if you want, but it's literally because I spoke the truth about a terrible movie.
Okay, 4 votes. We'll put Tori on the block.
This
No,
take,
Sean, put your hand down.
this take is terrible, but this kill is real bad.
I was gonna say
This kill is really.
What you do?
Yeah, this
Mechanically,
kill is
I am not raising my
bad.
hand. Spiritually, I'm raising my hand.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that's fine. Everyone can spiritually kill me, but actually don't.
1 vote is not enough. Tori is safe,
I'm
except
about to do
that she is executed and then brought back to life because blah blah blah.
I'm happy if
So-
I'm dead to you. I just don't want to be dead.
So here's the
Tori, you're
thing.
lighting up, but I can't hear you.
Oh God.
Demeta nominates the storyteller.
Oh boy.
Can you tell us what you
Demeta
asked? Oh my God.
has nominated the storyteller. Please tell us
Beep,
why.
beep, beep, beep. Breaking news. I'm the atheist. No, I'm not. I lied. I actually went to the storyteller and I asked, because last night I picked Ryback and I got a 0. My ability that I asked was, each night choose a player, you learn how many steps they are from an evil player, and I got slightly lukewarm. Which is
What?
better than cold.
It's better than nothing.
So, I'm thinking either Ryback is the goblin that they claim they are, or they're just the demon, or, sometimes you just go with your gut and you say Navean's just a murder goose, So let's figure it out. How does the town feel about murdering Navean?
Well, let me give my defense to town first, which is beep, 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 honk. 4 votes to kill me.
Any
I
honkers?
think it makes sense. But things
I know we
that I've
haven't-
learned made no sense.
So
Yeah, I know we haven't
say
found
something
it.
for a while.
Sorry. Okay. I know we haven't found an atheist, but nothing makes sense.
3 votes is not
Well,
enough.
why isn't Ryback
There's
evil?
another
Maybe
amnesiac.
Ryback with
There's another
Aye.
amnesiac out there.
I'm once again safe for the day.
What was your information to? Oh wait, no, never mind.
I'm starting to give some credence to the idea that one of our amnesiacs might have the atheist ability.
Not a,
There's multiple amnesiacs now?
Yes, there's
Oh
two.
yeah, there's 2.
there's 2 now?
Who's
And
the
more
other amnesiac?
nominations.
Yeah, I'd love to hear the other amnesiac's info.
I don't know who it is.
TJ,
Oh,
are you the
oh.
thing? Do the thing.
Art will nominate Bruce.
Art, you have nominated Bruce. Please tell us why.
If we're not gonna, and we've already missed our chance to kill the storytellers in the event this is an atheist game, and no one really is standing out as a demon candidate amongst the town folk, the best thing for us to do is to begin to eliminate worlds where outsiders are present due to the Fangu being on the script. Bruce is in 2 of the librarian sets as a possible drunk candidate. Bruce has made a claim to me that is either indicating they are in fact a drunk, or could be an evil portraying this role and selling it with activities that they've done. So I think it'd be good to get Bruce off the board to clear up worlds at this point.
Okay, Bruce, what is your defense?
That's
Game 2, Tyven.
fine. From my perspective, I am pretty solidly confirmed good, but that's just me. So that's all.
All right, you will need 4 votes to put Bruce on the block.
Does anyone want to vote for Kev so they don't have to use their ghost vote?
I just put my hand up for Kev.
Okay.
Thanks,
I
y'all.
put my hand up for Kev.
Well, that's all
Everybody-
the
Everybody's putting their hand
Look at
up for
this.
Kev.
Look at all
I
this.
think-
This
Bruce,
is
put your hand up for Kev. Oh.
Bruce,
Six
on the off
votes.
chance there is a Fengu, it's nice to yeet you off.
stand up, but
6
that was a
votes is
lot.
enough.
It was a lot, Bruce. It was a lot.
7
I do think
living
that you
players.
have difficulty beating this, but I will make a final call for nominations just in case.
Literally every living player other than me voted on that.
I think the reason for all the easy lifts this game is because we have 12 good players.
Could be.
Potentially.
I will be ending the
everyone
day
has to vote
in
for Kev,
5
so-
seconds. Bruce, how would you like to die?
I would like to die via duck, not goose.
All right. So
Heel turn.
all of town gets together, and you sit in this very nice, neat circle. Very convenient. Turns out I'm it, so I'm going around the circle, going duck, 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 duck. I get to you, Bruce, and even though I say duck, I stab you in the back with the knife that I'm holding. You are executed, and you die.
Quack, quack, motherfucker.
I think that's atheist confirmed right there.
Well, the game continues, though, so everybody, you get to go to sleep. I think you know, DJ is still flying under the radar over there, still has all of our options to jump to. We have gotten rid of the pesky monk that saved somebody last night.
And finally, someone other than Demeta has brought up atheist.
Yes, and there are people getting on board with this. So I'm fairly certain that Jackie and Malachon planned to do this double claim of librarian. Seller has been sticking with this claim of amnesiac. It's going really well.
Well, now it is. 2 days ago, we didn't think so, but now things have turned.
Right? Yeah, so I think DJ now knows that Tori is the farmer and knows to stay away from that. But, I mean, we don't have to go to Bruce anymore, so let's just head straight to DJ and find out who's dead.
Yep. There's.
Hello.
I love that people saying either Evil's doing a really good job making like an atheist game or it is one, and I am losing my mind.
It really feels like that, but I feel like sometimes when you hear people saying that, it kind of clues you in on the fact that like how little the good team actually knows, right?
Oh, yeah, no.
You know more than they do, and so for you always feel this pressure that like you're being seen and you're being found out. Like I totally get that. But yeah, as it turns out, they they don't really have any idea fully what's going on in this game, and that's great for you.
Yeah, no. I'll be honest. My plan is as soon as I fucking jump, or get to file 3, whichever one happens first, I'm dropping the act and I'm claiming atheist. I'm doing it. It's the only move at this point. The only move.
Okay. Well, on that note, who would you like to target tonight?
Also, be honest, this outsider count makes no fucking sense anymore. I don't know who's fucking who anymore. Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute, hold on. Okay.
You do this.
I am going to kill Ryback.
You are choosing Ryback?
Yes, I am.
Ryback it is.
Yep.
Ryback!
You gave me a day off, but I still don't know if there's a
Excellent
menu.
news. What do you think we're here to tell you?
What am I crazy about now?
Nothing, actually.
Oh.
You are now the Fangu. You are evil.
Thanks.
Yeah, right there, Ryback.
Oh, this is just Fangu-tastic. All right.
Hooray! Enjoy.
Oh boy. All right. Thank you kindly.
Okay, well, we finally got our Fangu jump.
Oh, it's so great.
Oh, this is fantastic. I just, oh wow, this is great.
Oh, finally, DJ found one.
Finally, yes. All right. Whew, boy. So, I think actually, now that DJ has jumped to Ryback, because Ryback has claimed Goblin on the block, I think Ryback was actually bluffing Librarian before, and then Librarian with Goblin on the block. So people are either going to think that Ryback is evil and just the Goblin, and they're going to leave him alone, or they're going to just keep leaning into this atheist world.
Yeah, I think.
And think that maybe Ryback is fucking around, or that we are simulating a Serenovus on Ryback.
Yeah, of all the ones that he could have, that DJ could have hit, Ryback was a fantastic hit because of all those things.
Yeah. I will say the one thing that could set us back is the fact that Demeta got a 0 on Ryback yesterday. So he is sort of looking at, what does this 0 mean, right? So he asked me, like, hypothetically, if if somebody had an ability that detects a demon, and they selected them, how many steps away would you say they are from the demon? And of course, the answer is 0. If you select what it is you're looking for, you get a 0 because there's no steps to go. So, if I gave him a lukewarm because he got the steps part right, but he actually asked, how many steps away from evil, which is not accurate.
Yeah.
So,
he could bingo it.
He could, yeah. He knows that he's going in the right direction, but he's also one of the players who thinks that it's an atheist game. So,
Let's hope they keep pushing.
And on that note, let's go find out who he's gonna select.
Perfect.
That's me.
It is you.
Are you asking me to choose a player?
Yes, please select a player.
I choose Navean.
The storytellers are not a player.
I mean, it's an atheist game. Kind of counts, right?
In an atheist game, the storytellers may break the rules, but I would say that the players cannot. Therefore, you must still select a player, and the storytellers are not a player.
So you are telling me that you are an invalid target for my ability.
Yes, and I would tell you this whether it is an atheist game or not.
Sure. I choose myself.
You choose yourself. You learn a 3.
What the goddamn fuck? Okay.
Okay, have fun. So, this actually, if you can manage a bingo, they can actually solve with that information. If he can figure out that he is detecting the distance to the nearest outsider, he knows he chose Ryback last night and got a 0, which meant that Ryback was an outsider, chooses himself and gets a 3 when Ryback is 2 seats away. So the only worlds where that happens is he's been poisoned, it's an atheist game, and I've just been fucking with him the whole time anyway, or Ryback's caught a Fengu jump.
Also, he could be the drunk and we've just been fucking with him.
He could be the drunk and we've just been fucking with him. Yeah, that's absolutely a world. Although he wasn't seen in any of these alleged librarian drunk pings. So if it's not an atheist game, then he would not be the drunk.
True. But Demeta's head just exploded.
Yep. Yep. I mean, I saw them in chat being like, we think that, with a lukewarm, you're onto the right track with it being about steps to something, and they just need to solve about steps to something.
Well,
okay.
The question will be when if he gets a 3 and he can't think he can't think it's possibly outsider because Ryback gave him a 0 and now Ryback's only 2 away from him, not 3.
Right. Yeah. That's why I'm saying it could solve a Fengu jump world. It can tell them exactly who that Fengu jumped to.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens.
All right. Yeah. Let's wake them all up. Well. Everybody's back, except that night off that the murder goose gave you, the one that demon summoned. It was just the one night. DJ's dead.
Thank God.
You
What?
are the damsel?
No, I was given the dark bargain. I am the atheist.
There we go.
Yep.
What was the bargain?
I was told that if I ever gave any hint that I was the atheist, I'd be killed immediately, and the storytellers would win. I had to shut up this whole time. I couldn't allude to it.
Is that right?
At all.
You know what?
No.
Yes,
No.
I disagree.
No, it's horseshit.
Yep.
I don't believe this.
Yeah.
Yep, it's complete. That's complete.
Fangu jump.
Fangu jump. Yep.
Fangu jump.
Okay.
Wait, then
If you don't believe me, well, then you're gonna lose.
Your abilities works even if you're dead.
They said I had to.
Yeah, but
Part of it is I had to say when I died I could reveal this. That's what they
Well,
said.
who's
I
jumping?
mean,
Because it can't be me.
if DJ's telling the truth and is the atheist, then yes, it's still an atheist game. But
Right.
yeah, yeah, it's I agree.
Tori, can I chat with you?
I think that's why they killed me.
Sure.
Final
Mystic.
word with seller.
Sure.
Raz, let's go.
all right.
Yeah, I got turned. Night.
What's that?
Night, yeah, turned on night 3 or night 4 or something like that.
Yeah, after Kev died.
Yeah.
Is that why you came out as the cannibal publicly?
Yeah.
Okay, I figure. I was like, wait, why is she coming out? That makes a lot of sense.
I'm not clever, but I tried it.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, I honestly thought you were gonna die. I was like, there's this weird chain of farmers, and I think that probably means atheists if you're killing the farmers. But now I'm less certain that it's an atheist game.
Well, my problem is still the sheer amount of librarians we apparently have.
Well, no. So just to let you know, I told Kev this. Ryback in a private chat went back on that. He told me he's the balloonist, and he gave me 4 pinks.
That's fine. Jackie is still hard claiming.
I think she might have been Marionette, and that's why she's okay with just dying and making it seem like an atheist game. I think she's a minion.
That makes Seller her demon then,
I
because it
think
ain't me.
Seller. I think it's Seller. So, Seller's the other double claim of Amnesiac,
Oh, is he?
and I think Demeta may be something else. I don't know, outsider or something, or evil. I don't know what he is.
I don't know what Demeter is.
Me, I don't know either, sadly. But I feel like so just so you know, Ryback told me balloonist. He gave me 4 pinks, which were Demeta, Jackie, Bruce, and Art. And then as he was going through, I asked him like, "Oh, who do you?"
The farmer. Okay, I could buy that. I'm the snitch.
Okay. So that's interesting.
DJ claimed Fangu to me and told me I was his marionette. I didn't buy it because I'm a snitch. And he didn't bring anything to the table other than that lame, "You're my marionette." And you know, I'm never gonna take that. If you're gonna come to me with the marionette, you better tell me everything.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but that doesn't mean he's not actually the demon.
No, but if it was a Fangu jump, like, we have to kill you today.
I mean, you can kill me, but I mean, it's a waste of a day. I mean, why would I be having this conversation and tell you that when you didn't know that star was a blank? I could have literally claimed anything.
This is true. You could have. But that would be. Oddly enough, that makes sense with the balloonist pinks.
Okay, so
Which is why I'm actually honestly thinking that this may just be an atheist game.
did you
Here's
get a claim from
why.
DJ? Did you get a claim
Yeah,
from DJ?
DJ claimed fisherman and that their information was to not push into the librarian.
No.
Seller is executed and dies, and everybody goes to sleep.
Thank
you. Oh, for fuck. Thank you.
Right. So, the reason I did that is because, I mean, Seller just flat out broke madness, right?
Okay.
And I decided that based on the number of players alive, it is more harmful to end the day early with this execution, even though it confirms that Seller is simply not the person who's been Fangu jumped to. They are still looking at a number of players that it could be, right?
Yes, they are.
Demeta is, even though was not given in drunk pings, if they figure out Malishon is evil, then Tori's information doesn't matter, right? And Demeta could actually still be the drunk. Art is bluffing Huntsman, I believe, backing up Ryback, meaning that there's a world where any of Demeta, Ryback, or Art could have been the outsider who was jumped to.
Right. Art just outed Derez as the snitch.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, let us go find out who Ryback wants to kill.
Hello.
So, we executed somebody there and gave you some extra time here. We're going into a guaranteed final 3. Aw, yeah. Who would like to kill?
I'm fired completely blind. I don't want to move because I'm so suspect for the Cernovus earlier. Shit. Tori's lived a long time for a cannibal. Let's have her continue to live. Let's go with fucking flip a coin. Flip a coin. Let's kill Art.
Good old classic coin flip.
Let's kill Art.
Killing Art. Okay,
Shot
you got
completely
it.
blind.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, but at the same time, you're leaving Demeta and Tori alive. They're both,
Yeah.
they both can be read as sus. Demeta especially.
Yeah.
Tori not so much. Although I'm surprised. I'm hoping that someone comes out with the world of, well, Kev, you could have been poisoned, and one of the evils is just claiming that they are now the farmer.
Yeah, that's true. Although I think if they solve the world where there is an evil team, DJ is just a Fangu who jumped. Malishon and Jackie are probably the minions because that's when Ryback stops being. I mean, I think for Ryback's sake, probably just sticking with Goblin might be the best choice.
Yeah, that's probably a good shout.
And then they're looking at Demeta, and the reason Demeta didn't push on his double claim that has been going on for half of the game, well, the entire game, really, and he's known about it for more than half the game, and B, pushed the player to then break a madness to cause an execution is because he's the demon, and Amnesiac is a demon bluff.
Yeah, entirely possible. I can believe that world.
Yeah. I think that it's going to come down to whether they believe Ryback is a minion and Demeta is the demon, with Demeta pushing on Ryback because Demeta is just the demon. I don't know. Yeah, it's I think it's going to be an interesting final day. We'll just have to see what happens.
Yep. Let's go to Demeta.
You know what? Demeta's still alive, so we still have to go and see him.
Yep.
Am I still alive?
You're still alive.
I choose Art.
You choose Art. You get a 0.
Interesting. Thank you very much.
You are very welcome. So I mean, I'm watching the chat. I'm kind of hopping back and forth between the two different streams, right? And there's definitely people saying like it kind of makes sense if we're learning steps to outsiders, right? Because the 3 on himself, the 2 on Tori confirms that it's 3 steps away from Cellar, 2 steps away from Cellar. You're learning outsiders, and so now he's chosen Ryback and gotten a 0, and then he's chosen Art and gotten a 0, which means he actually has the information that solves where all 3 of the outsiders are, and the other one is dying.
Yeah, this is not good. I think they kill Ryback here today.
I think they do. I think they're just going to believe Demeta. I think that DJ's plan was maybe a decent one, but I think it's the execution that didn't work out for them because it was so over the top, and I think it maybe doesn't sound like something that I personally as a storyteller would do, which, DJ is somewhat newer to the server, so obviously may not necessarily know some of my philosophies behind certain storytelling decisions and such. So this is actually a great moment to point out that working with your storyteller, whether you are good or evil, can be really helpful, right? Because if DJ had come to me and been like, my plan is to out this, but here's what I'm thinking of saying, I could have been like, Well, that doesn't really sound like something I personally would do as a storyteller, and maybe helped out with picking something that sounds a little bit more like what people would believe, that people who have been playing with me for a while would believe that I would personally would do. It's also entirely possible that they were never going to believe it anyway, and they were like, as soon as we have a player who dies and comes out as atheist, we're just going to know that that's a Fangu jump, right?
Yeah, I think it's unfortunate. But stranger things have happened. Let's see how they push on this.
Yep. So let's wake them all up. To all of our dear friends, except for Art, whose body is found amongst the others with a heinous goose standing on him.
Okay.
There are 3 players left alive. This is your final day.
Okay, I'm.
It's
Go ahead, Rez.
Never mind. If you want to go have a private chat, that's fine.
I'll wait. I will definitely wait for you.
Do we need private chats? It's final 3.
I would like to hear information from Tori and Demeta. It's been several days since we've heard anything.
I should
Yes.
speak with the storyteller first.
Yeah, do your stuff.
Do your thing.
I'm
At this
confident
point
it's
in
an atheist
time,
game now.
You are
I
confident?
feel
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, go ahead, Bruce.
I disagree. I don't think DJ.
I
don't think that's the world.
I
agree.
cannot agree with an atheist at this point.
If this is an atheist game, it's an incredibly run atheist game because I was convinced it was an atheist game 2 days ago, and now I'm convinced it's not.
I agree with this
It's an
too,
atheist
sadly.
I mean that atheist claim, like in my mind, like
I know.
I
fucking guns.
can't
It's
say
swung.
I can't say this without meting Navean, and I don't want to. I just don't feel like Navean would ever do that to a player. Say, if you don't do this, I'm gonna kill you.
You'll die.
Yep,
Yes, he's a
and
little
then the game is
harsh.
over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
entirely.
I will
say,
Yeah, I think
I
they're
did
onto
ask
it.
this,
They're
this is
definitely
the
onto
job.
it. This is going to be endgame.
That was shots at you.
Can we
No.
have
Based,
tomato?
based on what Navian has just told me, I don't mean to be secretive, but in order to confirm a bit of information, I do need to ask Art a question first.
Sure, go ahead, Demeta.
Right.
Okay, Demeta convinced me to break my meds and kill myself because that apparently would solve the game. So I'm really interested in
Yeah,
what they come up with.
it might very well solve the game.
Yeah, I'm happy to.
It could very well solve that game.
Also,
that-
Tori, I don't mean to be like I don't know if I'm the mutant and I am, haven't you eaten
Trust
me and now you're the
Tori.
mutant?
We're good.
We're good.
Yeah,
Don't worry
don't worry
about
about it.
Yep.
Tori's
okay.
great.
Chill.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, got it.
Nice.
It'll make sense, Eller. Yeah, it'll make sense.
Yeah,
It'll make
don't
sense in a
worry about
minute.
it.
Yeah, yeah, we're good.
Okay, so I just keep running this through my head, right? So we're living in a world where it's possible that Ryback is lying about their role,
Yes.
correct?
What did Ryback get?
Yeah, that's actually useful information.
Ryback, what did you get?
I got my 4 names. I mean, I've been out of names for a night or so. But
Can you give us those names?
Jackie, you, Bruce, and Demeta.
Is you in that?
Art.
Okay.
Art.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Here we go.
I needed to make clear something with Art before I did anything else. I got a bingo.
Holy shit.
How?
Because I'm a fucking gangster. No, because I have 50 people
That's
in
what
chat
it
who are
is.
helping me.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
chat.
that's fair point. Duh.
My information specifically suggests a very particular person would be the demon.
And that is?
Sure.
You know what? It's not even worth it at this point because that's the only answer that makes sense. I'm trying to be secretive in the essence that it might be protecting someone, but we're on final 3.
Right.
If I lose this, whatever. My ability is each night choose a player. You learn how many steps they are from an outsider. I chose Tori. I got a 2. We can confirm Seller is the mutant.
Yeah.
I chose Resnora. I got a 1, which means one of their neighbors is an outsider. I chose myself. I got a 3.
Teller.
And then I chose. Yep. This was later in the day, by the way. And then I chose Art, and I got a 0 last night. Art has confirmed to me privately that they were the snitch.
Okay.
When I got a 0, now I got a 0 on Ryback, which would suggest at the time that they were an outsider. I would wager the politician. I thought maybe that they were the damsel, possibly, but that's why I wanted to protect them. However, when I checked myself on night 5, when I chose myself on night 5, I got a 3, not a 2. I should have gotten a 2 based on the fact that Ryback would have been the closest outsider. However, if we have both Art and Seller and Ryback, it suggests that there is indeed 3 outsiders, which suggests a Fangu, which means that Ryback's the Fangu.
Mm-hmm.
So the only
Yep.
issue with
But
that
it's
is
an
that
atheist
means
game.
you're going both clockwise and counterclockwise with the steps, though, right?
Yeah, it's closest. It's like
Closest.
Clockmaker.
But that
Yeah,
would
I
have
guess.
given us 4 outsiders.
Nominations
No,
are
it
open.
wouldn't have.
Can
What,
we-
what are the
Balloonist.
outsiders?
Can we round robin?
Okay.
I'll start. I'm the balloonist. I've already given my pings, but I'll give them again. Night 1, Jackie. Night 2, Art. Night 3, Bruce. Night 4, Demeta.
I was the
Rose?
Slayer.
Malishon?
Librarian, I saw a drunk between Bruce and Art.
GJ?
You kill the SDs. Anyway.
Sorry, DJ, what were you?
Atheist.
Okay, Art?
Mitch.
Kev?
I started the game as the Pixie Slayer. I became the farmer on night 2, so I can confirm 3 other people, one of whom is alive.
Bruce?
Well, is there any use in holding that information, Kev?
Well,
mean,
we'll get to it. We'll get to
Yeah,
it.
we'll get to it.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Bruce?
I'm the monk on night 2. I protected Kev. On night 3, I didn't protect Kev because he asked me not to, so I protected Tori. Night 4, I protected Demeta. That night, there was no kills.
Seller?
I publicly executed myself as the mutant yesterday.
Jackie?
Librarian who saw a saint between Demeta and Malishon.
Tori started as the farmer, ate Malishon, saw a drunk between Bruce and Kev, forgive because of the crossover that made Bruce the drunk. On night 3, question mark, Kev died, making me the farmer. Tomato.
Amnesiac, whose ability I just went over, but if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My ability is each night choose a player, you learn how far they are, how many steps to the nearest outsider.
Jose.
I was the original farmer.
Okay, so. What the hell?
Second call
Okay.
for nomination.
Okay. So, hear me out on this, okay? There's a whole bunch of worlds you can build, but something just popped into me as we were doing the round robin. This farmer chain exists, and the farmer chain is Jose to Kev to Tori.
Correct.
Jose and Kev just happen to be the first 2 people the demon killed.
Yes.
Sure, but one of them was the Pixie Slayer as well, so.
So,
Yeah.
This is
why is it this just the vigor killing their minions, and this farmer play is just to
Doesn't work with
confirm
me.
each other?
Because
Well,
Tori's
I'm
the farmer right
atheist.
now.
How's that
Where is
possible?
the farmer here?
I'm the atheist. How's that possible?
Yeah, I don't know
Well,
what
I
you're
guess,
playing.
yeah.
So wait,
Unless I'm the
Tori,
drunk.
Jose, and
Whoa,
Kev
whoa, whoa,
are
whoa.
evil.
What?
I'm gonna have to push the living players for a nomination.
Demeta
It has
nominates
to be
Ryback.
Ryback.
It has to be
Demeta
Ryback.
has nominated Ryback. Please tell us why.
The reason why Ryback registered as a 0 to me on night
I'm sorry.
4 was because they were still an outsider. They were still an outsider at the time. I believe that DJ was the Fangu who jumped to Ryback, which is why if I were to choose Ryback now, I would probably get a 3, I believe, because the nearest outsider, no, 4 would probably be 5. Jesus, it's farther than I thought. No, it's 4 because it goes to Art. I think that I think they started off as the politician, they were just playing around, or maybe they were the drunk balloonist, whatever. But I'm pretty sure DJ Fangu jumped to them, which is substantiated by the fact that there are two outsider claims. I think Jackie was probably the poisoner, if I had to guess. And as far as the other minions concerned, I don't know. I don't trust any of you, but I'm pretty sure I trust my info.
Ryback, your defense.
Nice story, bro. I'm the goblin. Doesn't really matter. Go ahead. Vote.
All right, you will need 2 votes to put Ryback on the block.
I think the only piece that doesn't work is Malashon's drunk, which could be that he was the marionette.
Or it could just be that Malashon was the marionette. It's also entirely possible that the minions got bluffs and they both picked librarian.
Yeah,
true.
That's
with
what
this
I'm thinking.
Is that
I
possible?
mean, like I said in chat before, if it's been debated this whole time, then amazing, well played.
Absolutely.
It can't possibly be. Can't.
7 votes is enough. It cannot be beat. It can be tied. So are there more nominations? I will take that for a no. Ryback, how would
Ryback
you
will
like to
nominate
die?
the goose. No,
Okay,
kidding.
I will allow that to go through. Ryback, you have nominated me. How dare.
Every
What's your
night,
accusation?
every night starting this game, when I started as the damsel, I was Sarah locked as the goblin. That was fucking funny. Then I was told I'm the Fangu, and that was terrific. I applaud whoever decided to jump to me at some point in this game. But really, the goose just did me in. So, whatever you want to do, congratulations, good team. That's the ball game, or is it?
What?
My defense is honk.
Team up.
7 votes will tie this.
Oh, thank you, Malashon.
There's the evil team.
Malashon claims minion and picks Ryback as the damsel.
Malashon claims minion and picks Ryback as the damsel. Unfortunately, is a little bit too late on that because
Fuck that
Ryback was
Slayer
indeed the damsel who became the Fangu, is now executed and dies. And the game is over, and the good team has won.
Zeller, I thought you were the damsel.
It's really good evil. Oh gosh.
Okay, so
Telling me I could have ended it day 1 if I just picked DJ instead of Malashon for that whole thing.
Yep, you sure could have, but let's go through the roll call. So Ryback was your starting damsel, who was indeed made Sarah mad as the goblin for like 3 days, I think it was, 3 nights in a row, and later became the Fangu. Resnora, your slayer, who decided to shoot Malashon for the betrayal of speaking with somebody else first. We were very worried that she would in fact shoot DJ as the person who took Malashon from her, but she shot Malashon instead. Malashon was just your poor unfortunate poisoner. DJ was indeed your original Fangu, who kept looking to jump and just couldn't make it until finally they hit Ryback. Unfortunately, Demeta had just recently, that night before, I think, chosen Ryback and gotten the 0 on him. So, yeah, you guys did solve that. So we have Art, your snitch, who gave the minions the bluffs of a librarian, fisherman, and saint. Kev was your starting pixie slayer, who we turned into a farmer because we were certain that if there was a second slayer ability ever put in the game, Resnora would point them at DJ. Resnora, was that true? Is that what you would have done?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I would have shot DJ just on a hunch, actually.
Yep. So Jose the farmer was killed first on the second night. So we turned Kev into the farmer. And then on the third night, when Kev was chosen, we made Tori the cannibal the farmer because on that day, Resnora had fed herself to the cannibal. And we were desperately trying to keep that second Slayer shot out of the game because we saw where those winds were blowing. We had Bruce, your monk, who successfully protected Demeta once. Was not at all the drunk. That was obviously poisoner and then poisoned cannibal information. Seller was your mutant, whom I executed on that day because Demeta pushed Seller to do that. And it resulted in two things. One, it throws a little bit of potential suspicion on Demeta as pushing on a madness execution this late in the game. And two, it at the very least guaranteed that we were going to get to a final 3. Ultimately, I'm not 100% sure if that was the right call, because if I had left Seller alive, it would be another potential Fangu jump target. So I do apologize to Evil Team if that turned out not to be the right call. I did the best call that I could at the time, and I thought that by ending the day that quickly and there was still Art alive at that time, and I was just hoping Ryback wouldn't choose Art, but unfortunately Ryback chose Art. So it really ended with just a single candidate. We have Jackie, your Sarah Novus, who Sarah locked Ryback, the damsel, for several days before being executed. Tori, your starting cannibal, who, as I said, became a farmer after Resnora the Slayer tried to get another Slayer shot out there, and we, as storytellers, said no, absolutely not. And we had Demeta, who was your amnesiac, who did indeed get a bingo. The ability was each night asterisk, choose a player, or learn how many steps they are from the nearest outsider. And finally, Jose, your farmer, who started a pretty strong farmer chain. Gotta say, there's a lot of confirmation between a number of players at the beginning of the game, and we were quite worried. I mean, Evil was on the back foot for quite a while, and DJ just sort of flew under the radar. And then people were pointing at an atheist game because there were like a whole bunch of double claims, and somehow Evil managed to turn it around, and we came very, very close to getting that win. And unfortunately, I just think that Town maybe didn't quite buy that atheist claim after you died, DJ. That is unfortunate, but that happens sometimes, and that was your game of dealer's choice.
Is the only play I had left.
I think it was the right play. Yeah.
There's never any doubt in my mind, Navean, that when you do make a decision as a storyteller, you are making what you think is the best choice at the time.
Oh, yeah.
So there's no doubt in my mind that you thought it was the right choice.
It's funny because the farmer chain was making me think an atheist, and I think Kev for a little while thought the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it turned around towards the end, but I was thinking this has to be atheist because 2 farmers dying back to back.
But I would have to say, I forget who said it, but the metaing Navean on the idea that they would never tell somebody, if you do this, I will end the game. I just couldn't see that happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I do have to say that unfortunately, I did suspect when DJ made that particular claim, I was like, ooh, I think there's some people in this game who are not going to buy that specific scenario. Like they may have bought that, we decided to do another dark bargain type thing, taking inspiration from the first game. But I think that particular execution of it was just pushing it a little too far for the people who have been playing with me for longer than you have, DJ. But it was a great idea, and I am glad that you went for it. This game is all about big, bold plays, and that was one of them.
If you had said it was skills that made you that deal, then I would have believed it.
I try to push into the chat.
That's fair.
Actually,
That's very fair.
You did say it was chat. That's true. You did say it was chat.
To a point that was mentioned
That's
in our
true,
chat,
yeah.
I
a good
will say
effort, and-
there was a mention in chat that Seller would have been executed on the day that they broke Madness, and it wouldn't have really changed much. I'm gonna just straight up tell you that I don't believe that is the case. I think that proving that Seller was a mutant, or at least giving the inclination that they had to either be a mutant or Saramad, that completely broke open the game for me for that ability.
Yep.
And I think that
Right.
I think that was the correct play. And did it overcorrect towards evil or towards good? I don't know, but I think it could have. So I'm happy.
I was personally expecting for the Madness break to not be used because I did say I wasn't going to add it to anyone else, and I was going to keep to that word. So I figured what was going to happen was I was going to get pushed by you for claiming mutant and not dying, which is entirely fair. And then I would be suspicious as a mutant that didn't get executed and potentially.
Yeah, and I definitely did consider that. I think maybe I could be wrong here, but I think if I hadn't executed you there, Demeta just pushes to get you executed, and then we end up in the same 4 with Ryback having to make the same decision on who to kill, and we have the same final 3 probably.
Right
I think
back.
my speed
That's just a guess, but you know.
I think by speed executing me, you did rob good of all the time they had to talk. So I think it was
Yeah.
overall a
Yeah.
good idea.
I will say this: after I jumped, literally the plan was at that point is find out which one of Yusel or Ryback was the damsel, and have my minions win the game. That was the whole plan.
Yeah.
And then as soon
That's
as
unfortunate.
the music,
I had to be right back. That was the problem.
Yeah, no. If it was the other way around, we would have won. Because
I had it down to Ryback or Art, and I wasn't sure which way around they were.
Yeah.
I had it. It wasn't Art because Art told me fortune teller, and I'm like, no, you're not disclaiming. Damn, you're not.
The damsel would absolutely do that because it encourages the demon to kill them in the night.
kill them at night, yeah.
Yep.
I'll say if you got the Jackie knew that Art was the snitch. So yeah.
Yeah, but that's also something a damsel would lie about, I think. So. That's how I got it.
So Ryback, were you made mad before you were the Fangu?
Yes.
Correct. Maybe I was made mad up until the point Jackie was executed.
You were made mad as the Goblin?
Correct.
I thought it had to be a good character.
No, there's a
Jinx
jinx
goblin.
with the goblin. I
Oh,
love it.
Of course you did, Jackie.
Ugh. All right. Well, I clearly don't know what I'm doing in this game.
The other thing the mutant, unfortunately,
Art.
execution did quick is it stopped me and Ryback being able to talk because I was really lining up to sell the world where Fangu jump was to Art because I knew Art was the other outsider.
Yeah, no.
So if you
I was
killed
trying to
anybody,
get
I think
that.
if you killed one of the other two, I was trying to line that up and just like that
Yeah,
quick
yeah.
execution on the
If
mutant
you
stopped
kill-
speaking.
Which
if
I
someone was
Art, I
killed,
owe
who's
you an
getting jumped?
apology.
Was the farmer going to the Art or the amnesiac? Who's getting it?
So yes, if Ryback had chosen Tori instead of Art there, I would have made Demeta the
Yeah,
farmer. The
Yeah,
reason
because
for
then-
that would be everybody was looking at Fangu worlds, which means I didn't want to try to confirm the other living outsider in that case. And I also, at that point, Demeta did not have a bingo. And I mean, I was looking at Twitch chat. So I know that Twitch chat were solving the ability and they were figuring out, it makes sense if this is steps to outsiders, right? So by making Demeta the amnesiac, it would have prevented him from being able to select Art on that final day to get the 0, confirming that Art is still the outsider. And it would have left more or less a 50-50 between Ryback and Art as to who got the jump.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny that the right move technically would have been to kill the farmer there, which is usually not the right move at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, that probably would have really weirdly, very bizarrely, been the best kill in that final 4 there. Which, again, nobody is expected to know because
course,
I
yeah.
know what I would do with that with the perfect Grim knowledge. But Ryback's out here been a damsel who's been Sarah locked until suddenly they become the Fangu.
Sorry,
Has
Ryback.
probably out there like flailing around, going, "Oh God, what do I do?"
Yeah.
But you know what? I gotta say that pivot to Balloonist was really quite good.
I just couldn't. I was trying to get Tori killed because I thought she was still the cannibal. It figured if I died after, Tori would have been fine. But I couldn't do it
If you didn't realize that Tori is the farmer and Art is an outsider, then yeah.
If I had known that she had become the farmer much earlier, I would have broken Madness to prove the Ceranovus was alive, or at least in play.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, and no problem for doing the funniest kills in the night, killing both farmers. That was great.
Thank you.
It's just it was. Kills and I were sat there. After every kill for those first 3 nights or whatever, we're just sat there going, "Oh no!" And then it turned out that Town. It just helped in convincing Town that there was just an atheist in play somehow.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think they could do this probably, right? We had a pretty strong push in the last couple of days, and I kept hearing more and more people coming around to the idea that they were confused by the fact that there was nobody claiming atheists. They're like, I don't understand why nobody's claiming it. And there are worlds postulated where it's like, well, maybe Demeta's amnesiac ability is actually just the atheist ability. Which I will say, if there's not an atheist on a script, I personally would never make an amnesiac ability that's just the atheist ability, because I don't personally think it's fun to spring that on people. But if I have amnesiac and atheist on the script at the same time, so where people could look at that and be like, huh, that's a possibility, I would potentially do it. So, it wasn't a terrible line of thought to think that his ability was really just the atheist ability, and I was just fucking with everybody.
I was planting that seed everywhere I could from like day 3. That was like, I thought that was our path to victory, was to try and get atheist.
I think it was either that or figuring out who the damsel was and naming them before that jump.
Honestly, I was thinking it must be an atheist game because the farmer chain was so coordinated, and it didn't occur to me that it was because I almost killed him day 1.
Yeah.
Nope. Just pure luck.
I know, right? It's like, there's going to be a second Slayer ability. No, there's not. Oh, there's going to be another second Slayer ability. No, there's not.
I was so excited too. I was like, "Oh, I've got a pixie who's gonna get my ability, and then there's a cannibal who's gonna get my ability. Like, we can take shots at everybody."
And then you have they had the gall to bitch me out for friggin' turning the Slayer, the back-to-back Slayer possibles into a friggin' farmer. I'm like, what do you want me to do about this?
Right? Like, we're here just like trying to make sure the game just doesn't end on day 2 thanks to a broken meta.
It's kind of crazy that killing the farmer was actually the right choice in like every instance in this game.
I know, right? Wild.
I talked to Kev, and no, I talked to Reznora. Reznora was like, "Yes, protect Kev." And I talked to Kev, and I'm like, "I'm gonna protect you." And Kev's like, "Don't do
Kev's like,
that,
no,
please."
don't. Do not ever.
Yeah, I was like, I think I'm gonna take my shot today, so don't worry about me. I'm fine.
And then Kev doesn't take the shot, and we go to Bruce the next night, and Bruce is like, well, he said he was going to take the shot, and then he didn't, but he also said, kind of seems like he didn't want to be protected, so I guess I'll protect Demeta.
Worked out.
Yeah, it worked out great.
And then nobody believed there was a monk in the game. They were like, this has got to be evil sinking a kill, right? And then they all executed Bruce, who just successfully saved a player.
It happens to Monk every time.
Here, I believed Bruce, but then I was like for the longest time, and then I was under the impression that Bruce was protecting or had protected Kev when Kev died. So then I was just like, well, then Bruce must be the drunk that Malishon saw. So I was just operating under the assumption that Bruce was the drunk for a long time, and I had no idea what that no death night was.
I spent most of the game thinking I'd bullshitted giving the correct drunk ping on Bruce.
So, what ended up happening there was, Malishon was giving out the drunk on Bruce and Art, and of course, from Art's perspective, he knows he can't be the drunk because he's an outsider, which means that it has to be Art. So when we go to Tori, who is now the poison cannibal, I'm like, well, Art already knows that it's got to be Bruce, so let's just give Bruce and somebody else then. And, I think that kind of was probably just the best bet that we could do, because, unfortunately, when you're bluffing like that and you just take a random punt and you accidentally name an outsider, and it's like, that may not hold water. But then, you guys successfully pushed that it was quite possibly an atheist world for a while. And that was really fun to watch.
There was one day where I nearly threw my hand up, which would have been enough to get the storytellers on the block, but I just didn't have the confidence that town wouldn't see it and think, no, we don't want to do that, and tie it up or put somebody else on. But there was one day when it came down to me and I could have done it, and I thought about it. I was already dead, so it would have been my dead.
All right, that's going to end things for me this evening. Thank you for coming and watching Missing Pieces. I hope you enjoyed both of those atheist scripts. First game was just nuts. Second game was just as fun, and as always, Navean with a fantastic script and doing a fantastic job as an ST. Definitely the most underappreciated, in my opinion, member of the Clocktower community. Navean is a gem of a person, and I can honestly say that my love of this game has a lot to do with her ability to teach and let us grow within the CT server.